All right. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Hope everybody's having a wonderful morning, evening, afternoon, whatever it happens to be where you are when you're watching this stream or watching it as video. Let's get this reset. Stop that timer. Ward Point Ranch says still ducking me in Carbonite 4. Nah, I'm not ducking anybody intentionally. I love to fight people who are part of the channel. All right, for anybody who might not know the format, we're going to chat a little bit with the chat. Then we'll do the LoqGAC account. And we'll take another little break, talk about some stuff. Then we'll talk about we'll do the main account. And then we'll do the Abtisio account at the end, my little hyperdrive account for people who are newer, who just want to see that early game content, skip to the end. I did have a request to take a little more time with it, and I guess that's safe to do. So I think when I do the Abtisio stuff, I'm going to take a little more time to explain, especially for newer players, what I'm doing, what I'm choosing, and why. So good shout out there. And if people are finding value in it, then for sure it makes sense that I do that if it'll help people. So we'll get there at the end. Let's see, we got Zex in there. Greetings from Slovenia. Nice. Happy to be able to catch one of your streams live. Hey, Zex, I think your account is on the review. I think you are literally the next person on the review. So if we could get an account review for Zex today while you're in here, that would be fantastic. Let me know if you want to do that, man. All right, what else we got? We got Pavoni Fan wishing me well. Thank you very much, sir. Emia Studio, Cardiac Kenobi's in the house. The lead topic is a little bit for Kenobi and other people. And maybe we should talk about that right away. Maybe that's what we should do here at the start. There's a lot to do. If we're going to do account reviews, if we're going to talk about the topic, that's a lot. Maybe we'll do the account review now, make sure Zex can see that, and then we'll do the main topic later between the LoqGAC and the Allura accounts. Fellhammer says it's easy to get decision paralysis when thinking about Zetas. Fellhammer, here's a tactic for you. So make a list. When I'm looking at Zetas and I'm trying to think, man, what's the very best next Zeta? I make a list of like all the high impact Zetas that I have that I think that I want. And then I kind of go through in reverse order and I say, okay, if I don't have this one, what does it matter? What does it get me if I have it? If I don't have it, what does it matter? And I kind of do it in reverse and check them off the list. And oftentimes that really gets me to 2 or 3 Zetas that I look at and go, okay, these are really the next 2 or 3 that I have to have. And then I'm only looking at a few, prioritize them. It's not a problem. There's some that constantly tempt me, like when I look at Crew, for example, and giving him a Zeta to give him a pre-taunt. Every time I look at that, I think, man, I really got to give that Zeta to Crew, get him that pre-taunt. But in the grand scheme of things, having one pre-taunt on one character, it just doesn't get you enough compared to what Zetas can get you on other characters. So you just cross it off the list and keep it on there for someday, but it just doesn't rise to the top, you know. Fellhammer says that's a good strategy. Hey, Fellhammer, I went back and I was watching the mod video that we did together the other day, and I had reason to go back through there. I wanted to look something up for somebody who asked a question, and man, I gotta say that's still that is really a good holocron. That the one with you just working on mods. I don't know why. I love that. I love the community mods, the community videos that we do. All right, let's take a look at Zex's account. Get over here. All right, 9572. Oops. typographical error. All right, there we go. ZEX, part of the Senate Scarif. The Senate on Scarif. All right, so. All right, let's see. Mr. Mainoff says, do you have a ratio between gearing a full relic team and gearing a low gear team with a single key relic? I do. Yeah, that's something that we're going to talk about with the... It's especially important to understand at first. Like if you're a new player, how that works. And, I've talked about single relic pressure teams, and you want those to help you go up in Grand Arena. They're very good, very useful teams. But you can't lose sight of the fact that you need 2 best teams in your account. And we're going to talk about what that means and how it has to evolve as your account builds, that it constantly changes. The numbers are going to be different. It's going to be constant evolution. I'm at 2 million GP. I have 2 full relic teams and 4 low gear teams. Yeah, if you've got 2 full relic teams, then you can build out more of the single relic and filler teams, for sure. All right, Zek says, basically on the cusp of Executor farming the last requirements. Also in the process of getting the Radis and Finalizer up and running. I'm in Kyber 2, so 6 fleets is all I've got, no room for error if I fail on a battle in GAC. The Senate represent. Nice. Fleet rank, number 1. Well, that looks very good. We're happy to see fleet rank number 1. All right, 4.8 million galactic power, 1.8 in ships, 2.9 in characters. Yeah, it looks a little light in ships, but overall not a bad ratio. All right, let's go take a look at those ships you're talking about. So for capital ships, you're saying you've got 6 fleets, so you're doing Malevolence, Negotiator, Endurance, Chimera, Home 1, Executrix. You've got 6 capital ships. You use them all. I know Home 1 is probably in the background somewhere, and you consider it one of your scrub ships. But do invest in Akbar. You've already got level 7 on all these skills. Akbar's gear is super easy. He's one of the characters that's like very easy to get to at least gear 11. I think even gear 12 for him is not. I think he has a Carbonti here, or a stun gun there, or whatever. But overall, his gear is super easy, so you can get him up and running a little better. TIE Bomber still needs some work. All right, so we got pilotless ships, Geos, Galactic Republic, Empire stuff, Bounty Hunters, and like you said, working right into that Executor. That'll give you, of course, a 6th good capital ship, with the Bounty Hunter fleet under that. All right, we'll come back to fleet here in a minute. Luke and Kenobi. 4.8 million, 2 light side. And a Relic 8 Chiari Mundi. It's fantastic. All right. Piet, of course, is going to high relics for the Executor stuff. Got Revens and Malik in the account. Gas. Wampa's relic with Omicron. This feels like really a lot of stuff for 4.8 million. Your account's pretty tight, man. Good. Geos, Palpatine's in there somewhere. Where's your Vader? Okay. 2 Zetas, Relic 7 on Vader. Wow, nice. Lots of good stuff. See how fast Piet is. 357. That's That's a solid Piet. 377 speed with the Veers lead. 347 on Cat. Zippy. 336 Hermit Yoda. I assume you use him like in a Jedi Knight Luke team somewhere to kick off the Jedi Knight Luke? Or do you use him in your Jedi Master Luke team? Either way, some pretty solid mods. 334 on your Revan. Even after all of these guys, 334 on Revan. Shock T's not 359, like we saw the other day. 318 on Shock T's. Still good. Still good. And Rex is right behind her. Man, this is rock solid. 318 Rex. Nice. All right, for everybody who's watching, this is the way. Look at all these fast characters. Look at all this stuff over 300 speed. 316 on the Revan. We're still in 300 speed characters. 301 on Commander Luke. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. 4.5 million should be 9 over 300. Maybe Bastila is even over 300. Nope. But nice. This is good. This is good. This makes me smile. All right, I'm gonna get back to the chat because man, Zach's good account, good mods. I gave this advice to a friend. It's worth it to really put high relics on one good team at early game. Yep, Ethan, that is correct. There's a lot of reasons to do that. Zek says Rebels is actually my third best fleet with 3 relic ships and a 6-star Y-wing. Ships are my bane at the moment. Fellhammer says Zek's clearly showing off. Zek says we get 44 cam shards a month. Wow, that's a pretty good guild. This account doesn't need any help. Zek says he puts the most of the time with Jedi Knight Luke with that Hermit Yoda. Yeah, so for people who might not know, what you do is you oh, I'm not going to get anything there. Eek. So Jedi Knight Luke has this leadership where at the start of his turn, all enemies' speed is reduced to the base speed. So you make him kind of slowish. So he's not too slow, but 234 is still not super fast, right? And then this Jedi Knight's Resolve. Or is it in here? Oh, it's Heroes Arise. It's in here. Dispel all buffs on allies. Call everybody to assist. All Jedi recover health, protection, blah, blah, blah. Then Jedi Knight Luke is granted 100% turn meter. So what you do, you take a really fast Hermit Yoda like that. You take any action with him at the start of the game at his speed. Luke will take a turn right away because he gets 100% turn meter, and you'll reset everybody's speed and just nerf the heck out of their speed. So it's a cool little gimmick, a cool little thing that you can do with a Jedi Knight Luke. Look at Echo and Gideon. Echo's 298. Not even gear 12 yet. Gideon's 282. I mean, that's okay. They're pretty good for, not being even gear 12 or gear 13. They've still got, I think Gideon still has speed to get out of his gear set, right? 107, he's 198. Yeah, so he's still got natural speed to get. So he'll be like 323 at least or something like that, just getting him to relic levels. Maybe even faster. Cardiac Kenobi says, Zex, is your guild looking for a charity project? 234 is right in the sweet spot for the SLK counter under Jedi Knight Revan. Okay. Nice. I didn't know that there was like a certain speed for that counter, but okay. For the SLKR counter. So, well, for SLKR count, yeah, no, he's not in the lead spot then, so. Or is he? If you do that counter, you're putting Jedi Knight Revan in the lead, I think. Aren't you? And then using Yoda to trigger Jedi Knight Luke. I guess I'm not familiar enough with that counter. Let the Wookiees Win says, what's the mod score? Zek says 4.94 with the C-3PO bot. Yeah. Okay, that's excellent. Okay, so what are you thinking about next then, Zex? What's the next step in this monster of an account? You've got Kenobi, you've got Jedi Master Luke, you've got a ton of light side stuff. Still got some dark side stuff here. Trooper team with the Dark Trooper, High Relic, Darth Revan team. Bounty Hunters are in there. So you've got, dark side presence. Get the Executor. I'm curious to know what you're thinking next. Because I have an idea, but we'll see what Zek says first. I think I know what I would do. What would you guys do? Anybody in the chat? If you already had an account this good, how would you make it better? Executor into Lord Vader. Executor, then either C or Lord Vader. Relic 8 isn't a problem for me, and I'm getting my first Relic 9 next month. KOI Brandon says, honestly, I would give the account to me. Yeah, that's good. Get it to 5 million and then give it away. Give it to Brandon. Executor, then a dark side GL. I would actually build a bridge in this account. So I would do Executor, and then I would take a little interlude, and I would build Starkiller. Because with the stuff that you've got in this account, Mara Jade is going to get you another team under the Empire and free up your Vader. You've got a Mon Mothma team somewhere in here that can benefit from Kyle Katarn. You can work with the prepared stuff because you have some of the rebels that do the prepared business. You could just build L3 to go along with your Dash Rendar. And that's an Omicron. It's a fantastic team. And then Talon goes in whatever Sith team you want her to go in. And then you can get Starkiller. So I would probably do a little bridge, because Starkiller has a lot of dark side presence with Talon, Mara Jade, and good light side presence with the other two. I'd probably do that. That's a sync for your Omicrons. It gives you a good place to put them. And then I would probably do Lord Vader. And that goes, I think, pretty well together, right? Because we've got some Bad Batch. We've got them started, 4 stars, whatever. So that's the marquee plus the pack, I assume. The $20 pack. Those $20 packs are a really good deal. So for anybody who's willing to spend a little bit on the game, getting these marquees and then adding the pack on top of them is pretty good. So you could work on farming these guys up. They're double drops in general now. You could have them ready to go by the time you finish your Starkiller. That's what I think. Easiest would probably be C, says Zach. Relic 9, everything. Just ask Elon Musk for the funds. Exactly what I'm doing with Starkiller and the tunes he requires, only at 2.3 million though. Yeah. C and SLKR have too many bad characters. Lord Vader would be a better route. Alongside Wampa and Qui-Gon, I also have Iden Omicron. Yeah, that's good. Does JML lose much value if you don't have Cam? No, JML is absolutely fantastic. JML is super flexible. He's great on offense. He kills pretty much anything you want him to kill in the game, and does great in Conquest, does great in Galactic Challenges, has the Jedi tag for any kind of feats. Yeah, Jedi Master Luke is good. Like Kenobi, if you on a scale of 1 to 100, if Kenobi is the best and you call him the 100 in the game, when he's got Cat, you know, he probably drops to like 85 without Cat, and that's a pretty significant drop. But then Jedi Master Luke's probably 92 and doesn't drop at all really without Ki-Adi-Mundi, I don't think. He's a little bit better, but it's not necessary, I don't think. Zek says Starkiller might be good. All right, well, it's something to think about. And I agree with Fellhammer. You don't need much advice, man. You're in a great guild. You have a great account. I like looking at these sometimes, and it's just like, nothing to see here. Moving right along. If you want a template for building your account, and you build an account that looks like this, yeah, you'll be in good shape. You said Kyber 2, huh? Nice. Kyber 2 under 5 million. That's good stuff. That is just fantastic. All right. Well, we still have a little bit of time before we go into the Grand Arena here. Let's mark him off as done. And then let's just look and see, maybe we can do another account review real quick. All right. So we've got somebody who's looks like they're still playing. They're in a guild. They have placement. So we could take a look. Does anybody know a Brander? If somebody could drop something over in the Discord, if one of my mods is in here, I'd really appreciate that. If you could help me out. All right. DL needs more lightsabers to power the troopers and stop him from picking C instead of EP. Oh, man. What I need somebody to pull that knife out of my back, Fellhammer. Public service announcement, folks. If you have Sith Eternal Emperor, or just in general, make your teams ahead of time and pick your teams off of a squad roster. So I think I may even have a funny name for my team for Vader over here. So let's check. Let's see. Let's see what it says. Oops, we're going to be down here. There's the Vader team. Okay, so it's just called Vader. Yeah. And then we have the C team down here. Yeah, so I think I used to have a team like this, and I think it said this one dumbass, and I changed the name. But yeah, I don't know why. I try to give my teams funny names. Like the troopers here, it's just I don't know why, but I'm always laughing when I'm playing the troopers. Like last Grand Arena, I clicked the button and Shock T just disappeared under like 100,000 damage in one hit. And it just makes me giggle, that team. Nest is, I think, Her Majesty or something like that. Yeah, there you go. The Queen of GAC. Do I have any other funny names in here? Yeah, Ewoks. Yeah. Walk the dog. This one I like. Lucifer. Light side unaligned force user Ray. Color Lucifer. All right, enough jibber jabber. Let's go over here and look at Brander's account. So 589 in ships, 892 in characters for a total of about 1.5 million. In terms of fleet, he's got an Empire fleet going on here. Got the Emperor shuttle with a relic Emperor. That's nice. TIE Advanced. Ooh, Gauntlet Starfighter up and coming. Check this out. I think he's in the exact same spot I am. He recognizes it's a good ship. He started to build these characters, and it's just really hard to commit gear to them. They're not easy to gear, and you just don't feel like you're getting a very good deal on the characters you're building. But, man, those 5 ships right there, the TIE Advanced, Imperial TIE, Shuttle, Bomber, Gauntlet, that's a pretty strong team. If he could get that that new ship from the Inquisitors in here, that would be a killer fleet. Ward Point Ranch says, playing in the background, just did the Iden Omicron. Nice. KY Brandon says, DL, I remember when you reviewed my roster and you were surprised by how similar it was to yours. Now I have C and I'm working toward gas. That's nice. Yeah, C goes pretty well toward gas. Yep. I thought about doing that. I really did. I thought about going C into gas into Kenobi. And then I ended up deciding to go C into Kenobi and then come back for gas. And then the Executor is just like, it's too important right now. So I feel like I have to go Kenobi into Executor. And then, you know, we'll pick up C-3PO and then either probably pick up gas and also go toward Jedi Master Luke. But probably it will make sense to pick up gas after we do the Executor. Nice. All right, so character-wise, Vader, Palpatine, Piet, Dooku, Stark. So he's got troopers. Okay, working toward Sith Eternal Emperor. These are all C requirements, including Anakin. So yeah, pretty much start up the account, stabilize. Geos, he's got Dark Trooper coming up here. That'll be a really nice addition to his team. Remember, do not do crit damage here, guys. Do offense. The Dark Trooper, his power is really in his basic. His basic is just so strong, and it cannot critically hit unless he has advantage. He can get advantage by using this skill. So basically, if you use this skill, the next hit has advantage. But you get a lot of assists out of the troopers, and that's super hard to control. So if you do this, you may or may not get those crits where you want them. And in the Darth Revan counter, for example, you can't do the area effect, and you don't want the crits on the basic anyway. So I typically would advise people to put offense there and put offense here. He doesn't need speed. Just offense, offense, offense. Just make that punch hit as hard as possible. All right, little things. Got the Marauder coming up, of course. Sidious is there. Got Krennic in here somewhere, I'm sure. Krennic is always last. He's like the last. There he is. He's there. He's coming up. Okay, so building into Sith Eternal. That's nice. Gideon fastest character, 314. That's okay for a small account like this, 1.4 million. 292 on Stark. Stark doesn't really need to be fast. I would definitely have Piet be faster than Stark. I would have Piet be... I always mod Stark. I just mod Stark for damage. Because he comes along in my sequence third. He's the third fastest. So what you want You want Gideon or Piet to go first. Either one is fine. They act. Piet links up your best other guy. So in this case, I'd probably link Stark. Stark puts the buffs up, and then Veers does the mass assist. So I'd probably swap the order of Stark and Piet. That's just me. And then after C, it's a long haul. It's a long haul. We need some light side presence in the account. So what I would probably do with this account is after C, I would probably build either the full Relic Padme team or I would go for Shakti and the clones and then straight into the Executor build after that. So building another light side team, Padme, Shakti, clones, something like that. So get C, pick another team that you want to take to full relics. I think Padme or Shakti clones sounds the best to me. And then into the Executor. Because you've already got some of the recs for the Executor from the C journey worked on. And the Executor is just that important right now. Yeah, and then into gas, Galactic Legend, light side. Work on light side stuff. That's what I think. Krennic is the Rose Tico of the sea journey. Yeah, that's aptly put. I'm telling you guys, though, I've said this before. Krennic is centimeters from greatness. His kit is not bad. It's really not bad. But it's just not good enough to be good. That's the issue. So, well, he doesn't have him leveled up yet, but his interaction with Dark Trooper is good. His skills are good. His leadership is actually not bad. It's not bad. But, yeah, it's just, it doesn't hold a candle to other things that can be used. Let's see if we can find Krennic in here. Where is he? Director Krennic is in here somewhere choking on his aspirations. Yeah, it's the... I don't know why I even try to look like that. Okay, so his leadership ability can be that they gain critical chance and potency. Debuffed enemies that are critically hit just get ability block that can't be resisted. So this is really, once you get characters debuffed, you hit them with an area effect, and if they're critically hit, they just get ability blocked. You can keep the entire opposing team ability blocked with just one well-placed AoE. So like him in the lead with Tarkin, for example, on the team for area effect. Dark Trooper, or Death Trooper for the area effect stuff. So he gets 10% critical damage for each debuffed enemy. So 50% extra critical damage and 10% for each rebel. If Death Trooper is present, he also gains that. So with Krennic, it's not a big deal, but giving your Death Trooper another 50% critical damage is pretty good. And then you just set these guys up to crit, you know? Get them debuffed with, let's say Tarkin, for example, do the skill he has that puts debuffs on anybody. Then go with your Death Trooper, do the area effect. Maybe put like Magma Trooper or something in there for more debuffs. Or wait, he just steals turn meter. He doesn't do debuffs, does he? So yeah, anyway, just anything with area effect debuffs to get the entire opposing team ability blocked. He already gives potency to help land the debuffs in the first place, right? 25% potency. And then the ability block can't be resisted. It just happens. So when you look at his kit, it's a super nice control It's just not good enough to be good. And you got to use some characters with him that you probably don't want to use in a team with Krennic. So it just, man, I always feel like if he could, if there was just a little bit more there, he'd be a good character. Sounds like an Imperial Trooper tag would make him really strong. Yeah, I've heard people say that before. Yeah, if he was an Imperial Trooper, it would be pretty fantastic. I agree with that. He'd be really good. He'd be really good. And what would be even better is if they would just give him the Imperial Trooper tag and then get rid of his leadership skill so that you could put him in an Iden Versio team. That'd be pretty good. Maybe too good. Maybe make the Death Trooper too good then in the Iden team. All right. Well, we'll wrap up that account review. Okay, I always put Krennic on my Treya team just to watch him go down. Nice. Sacrificial lamb. Just like Rose Tico, just throw him in to get eaten. Cover him with Rancor treats. But he only goes to Relic 4, and I don't think you'd want to commit Relic 5 to him just to feed him to the Rancor, so. It's his saving grace. He doesn't even get Relic high enough to get eaten. All right. Okay. Let's go take a look at the Grand Arena on my LoqGAC account. Got a loss in the first round. We knew that was coming though, right? We didn't get much of a clear, couldn't get all the ships. My C did hold, but if I'd have cleared the ship zone, I think we'd had a chance. I don't think he dropped any battles though, so yeah, no, he didn't drop any battles, so we pretty much had no chance. But all right, you're playing up against 7 million. It's what it is. You gotta try to win. That's pretty close for 3.3 versus 7 million. All right, so my opponent has already played. Dave 2, 3.6 million. And like you guys, I think we've said it before in the channel and laughed about it. I'm much more afraid of people at the same galactic power as me than I am of 7 million. 7 million is tough if he decides he's going to lean on you, right? But 3.6 million means we're playing against somebody who's serious about Grand Arena. Number 2 in fleets with his Negotiator. Malevolence, Negotiator, Chimera, Executrix, all decked out and ready to go. Obviously, he understands that you got to put effort into ships. Pilotless ships are in here, bounty hunters, everything you need for the Malevolence and Negotiator fleets. Empire fleet somewhere coming along in here. So he has the advantage on me in fleets. He also has C. He did go the route of Skywalker. So then he's got the Grievous stuff. And then the Shakti and the clones as relics. And that's pretty much what he's got, is the C and Skywalker requirements. Also, of course, gets a good Padme team in there. He's got Grandmaster Yoda. I didn't see Revan in here. Yeah, so no Revans. It's definitely an opportunity. He's a good player, but he could easily pick up at least the Jedi Knight Revan for this account. Make it even better. So then the icing on the cake. Here we go with Yoda, 337 speed. Piet, 333 speed. So not only does he have a good account, also has good mods. The Rex is fast, 322. That is a really fast Rex. So there you go. We're up against it. Just a little bit more stuff in his account than mine. And unfortunately, like, the extra 300,000 galactic power he has on me is mostly ships. All right, so he played and he got hung up on ships. Let's take a look and see. Yeah, he just hasn't fought the battle. Ooh, he took two. He took 2 swings to beat the Empire fleet. I was going to say he just hasn't played against my fleet. A lot of people do this. They play until they know they've got the win. And then they play the last battle and they win after you play. So they kind of psych you out on how many points you need and then win at the end. But it looks like he might be done in fleets. We got Skywalker on defense, huh? Skywalker, Grievous, little CLS team here. Even though they're not very high gear, they're still a threat. Geos, some stuff. So basically, we have to be able to beat gas to have a chance. We have to beat gas and we have to full clear. And with that super speedy... Oof. So I think probably some version of Qui-Gon Jinn is about the only chance I have here, right? If we can get a Qui-Gon team to get at least 5s and maybe a couple other things killed, then maybe we can follow it up with a Padme team or something like that and get gas taken care of, maybe clones. But yeah, we have to get at least 5s and I would think 1 other clone dead to make that work. I don't know what else I have. I mean, Sith Eternal Emperor would make short work of him. I left him on defense. You know, that's probably the only thing I've got. So basically, if I can beat gas, we got a chance of winning the Grand Arena. If I can't beat gas, then we're just stuck. Today I saw an Ami Wampa beat full relic gas. Really? How does the Ami Wampa hold up against Rex? Doesn't Rex at some point just execute the Wampa? The Wampa doesn't have something that stops or reduces % health damage, does he? Padme Cat might be good as well. Which Zeta does his gas not have? The basic. So he's just missing the basic. The problem with my Padme Cat is that my Ahsoka, my just Ahsoka Tano is really weak, and so is Padme. So I don't have either one of those characters in good shape to fight something like this. So the comp of Padme is good. I don't have enough gear on those characters to make it work. But I feel like if we got Qui-Gon Jinn in here, eventually he'll die to the area effect stuff. But, you know, we could potentially get some good work done. Vader and Watt against gas? That would be an instant loss. Yeah. Yeah, I think Qui-Gon is really the only chance we have here. So let's put our very best foot forward. Do we want only Galactic Republic? Probably. Probably want Yoda in there. Put in Mace. And Ayla. So everybody's a Jedi. They're all Galactic Republic. Mace can hopefully get in the way a couple times. And we'll just try to keep Qui-Gon alive. We really need to get something like a Barris Offie or something like that in here. Who do we have that can heal? I would love to put Bastila in here or somebody that could heal. But then it really nerfs the damage that we get out of Anakin. If it's starting to go south or 5s is too tough, just trigger the sacrifice on Rex. Yeah, absolutely. If we can get 5s out of there, that's the key. This guy has good mods. Yikes. Yikes. All right, so we'll go in there, start swinging away, see how much we can get done here. Yeah, I need to look into getting a Jedi for this team that's Galactic Republic that can heal, just to try to keep Qui-Gon alive at some point. All right, let's see. Let's see how badly this goes. All right. Rex powers up. They're hitting Qui-Gon first. Don't do that, man. Don't hit my Qui-Gon first. Let's see, Qui-Gon took way too much damage right there. Now we decided we should do this to get rid of some protection in general. Okay. Now, where's 5s? See how much damage we can get done here. Anakin's about to go down. Okay. Don't want to spread the buffs. It looks like we can get Echo out of here. Gas gonna stand back up, start mauling people. Okay, all right. Nope. Nope, nope. But it's not horrible. We got a couple clones out of there. Getting the area effect away from Echo was good. Maybe I should have killed Rex. Maybe I should have just taken Rex out right away. Yeah, thinking back, should have waited with the area effect. Well, I got the area effect off anyway, right? So I got one area effect off. That helped me get offense up and put down gas. And then after gas, I did get another area effect off on Anakin, right? Isn't that how I shredded everybody? It's hard to remember. I mean, you play and then it's like 3 seconds later. I think that's what happened. Okay. So what has a better chance of winning here? Clones or Padme? These guys will come in and the sacrifice will just go off right away. I think this... He didn't get a turn after gas sat down, so it didn't matter. Oh, Yoda did the second area of effect. Okay. Oh, it was Yoda's area effect that killed the clones. Okay. All right. You're right. I jumped in with Yoda and got the finish. But still, the offense up was I feel like the offense up was pretty important for that battle. So I don't know. I think getting the initial hit on that protection before we even sit gas down is important. All right. Sacrifice instant. No. We didn't get an instant sacrifice. Huh. Interesting. We'll call Rex to assist here. Pass this over to Echo. That won't do anything. I don't know why I threw the grenade. Okay, sacrifice is in. Let's heal up over here. Try to keep everybody in the game. With the sacrifice, my clones are fast, so hopefully we'll be able to pop both of these clones really quickly. That dodge. Another dodge! Oh, he goes back to full protection. Oof. Counterattacks for days. We're not up on our... Oh, man. Okay. No, come on. I don't think Echo's got what it takes to take him out. Come on. Get him. Not good enough. Whew. Those two dodges were devastating. Those two dodges, man, if he would have stood up, he would have had a lot less protection. We could have finished it off. But all right, I think we have to... Man, I don't even know how we're going to beat Grievous now. Got to get on Grievous. So we've got either Padme. I think Padme is it, right? After we gave up Yoda, I don't think we have enough Jedi. So we can get in here with Padme. If we can get through Magna Guard reasonably with courage, then we can use the execute on Grievous, hopefully. Use Sergeant for TM removal. I'm not sure how relevant that'll be, but I guess between him and Cody, it's not really not really a big difference, huh? The turn meter could help. Ignore Magna and one-shot the B2 first. I don't think we can ignore Magna. If he's got Taunt on, we don't have any way to ignore Taunt. So we're stuck. I thought you couldn't remove or gain turn meter. Our team can't. The Padme team. We can still remove turn meter from the opponents. All right, let's send her in. Let's kill Newt. Oh man, that did nothing. Oof. And little Ahsoka just died. One hit. Died in one hit. All right, got to get the courage stacks going on. Got to pay the toll. Ugh. B1. B1 is the problem here. All right, we'll do this, and probably the only move he'll get all game. Okay, let's get the kickoff here. Take our punishment. B2. Let's get in there and see if we can get B2 out of here. Okay. Now Ahsoka needs to kill Grievous. Oops. That was a mistake. Yeah, I should not have set Grievous off there. I should have hit the B1 until we had a chance to use Ahsoka's skill on Grievous. All right. So, do we have any chance at all here? We can nest here. Mara Jade, Vader. Nest, Mara Jade, Vader. Let's try to get through that. And then we'll see what we've got left to clean up over there. Yeah, let's use nest here. Gear 12 spy, but good mods, so there's a chance, there's a pretty good chance that at some point it'll line up for him to get a big execute off on me. So we have to try to kill soldier first. If we can get rid of the soldier, we can get rid of the tenacity down. The tenacity down will mean that we don't have any debuffs on us. All right, that was the spy execute right there, and it didn't kill us. So that's good. Blind doesn't matter for Enfys Nest because her basic can't be dodged, so I can get around the blind. He took it off with spy anyway. Okay. 1 billion attacks without me getting a single counterattack. Alright, we're back in the game now. We're moving. We're moving. Okay, got a good hit on soldier, but not going to be able to kill him here. Got our purple protection up so the spy can go ahead and hit us. Don't matter. Okay. Now we're getting the health bars down. The protection wore off. Okay, we got a Geo. That's Poggle, I think. Okay. Now they healed up. We should get a turn here shortly. I think I'm just going to have to do the area effect and try to lower their life bars. Well, I could do the big hit on this soldier. There we go. Okay. All right. We got some stuff going on now. All right. Now we'll do the big hit. Yeah, got that spy out of here. Threat level reduced. We should be good now. Should be good. All right. So we have a Grievous to clean up. It's going to take probably the best team we have left. It'd be some kind of Jedi team under Revan. Then we've got Gas to clean up, which is going to take a good team. I don't know. We really have to minimize what we're using right here. So what's the least amount of stuff that we can use to beat this? Do these guys not have enough damage to beat Dooku? Because I think maybe what we could do is Dooku this, Mara Jade here, and save Vader. I think Dooku might be able to take out this team just because they don't have, or he has some kind of stupid daze, doesn't he? That stagger, tenacity down. Damage to target enemy. Attacker. Stun. Yes. Okay, so he can stun. But all that'll prevent his counterattacks. Because we'll have our Wat Tambor. Well, we got to stretch ourselves thin, boys and girls. So I think we look at trying to do this with this. I think we try it like this. Kill off the little guys. We'll have to work around this guy, but with the shock, we should be able to kill, I don't know, kill Death Trooper right away with shock. Let's do it. Let's try to get this with high banner win as we can. Okay. So we want tank tech on him to clear debuffs. Then we want, what do we want here? Let's do this. And then let's just try to shock this Death Trooper. It was not enough. Okay, just keep counterattacking in there. Don't think we want to use the hide yet. That'll just kill Wat. Okay, just keep going, guys. This should be the Death Trooper down. Good. And TIE Fighter pilot. Come on. I'm double clicking somehow. Too many clicks. Too many clicks. Alright. Zap him. Just put big damage down. Okay. Nice. That was unexpected. Just keep working on him. I gotta kill him anyway, so may as well kill him now. Threat level doesn't seem very high. Dooku, the mighty. Shock him. Alright. And then we'll just finish off Krennic. Okay, that's good for some underdog banners here, guys. It's not relevant. I have to full clear to win. So I've got to get through his gas and also his Grievous and get to the back wall successfully. We have to do all of these things. Alright, so how fast is Zam? 253. I'm just going to put her mid 300s. He's at 287, probably get about 50, so 337-ish. I like the idea somebody had for Bo-Katan, you know? Throw in some stuff with Bo-Katan. I don't know that that's going to work. This is a high synergy team. They don't have a lot of damage, but they're going to be able to do enough. Iden Versio. Yeah. Iden Versio. So we'll take Iden in here. We'll give her the Snow Trooper and a couple other troopers. Right? Let's take a look at the bottom. What's the third team that's in with Grievous and Gas? Oh, that little CLS team. Yeah, we've got some. Mon Mothma can probably deal with this, so we'll probably do our Mon Mothma here. And then maybe we just got to do our regular troopers here and just gang up on Anakin and throw down. And then I don't know what we're going to use here. Vader. We have to use Vader. So we'll have to save Vader for there. Mon Mothma. I think we've got some tools in our toolbox. We should be able to Iden this and still have stuff. So let's do Iden, Snowtrooper, Stark, range, shore. Shore. More than we need, I think. All right, we don't need this much. And then we just walk in and kill Zam, right? We just target Zam, kill her, get rid of all the stat bonuses right out the gate, cut down their speed, go from there. I would go with JKR here or Iden. I suggest you clear the bottom first now. We really want to clear the top and get the ships at least. I feel like at least getting the money for ships is good. Okay, let's go over here. We'll bubble up the troopers. Throw that in. Let's just do a basic. All right, area effect. I love you, Snowtrooper. Man, I got so much hate for building Snowtrooper on this account back in the day. He has paid for himself 10,000 times over. Nice. All right, so we're through to ships. Now we just got to come over here and try to pick this apart. So, gas. Just trooper this gas. Troopers, it's what's for dinner. Then we'll put the... we'll put Dark Trooper in here. He'll probably take the ire of gas right away. And then we should get a bunch of turns. Could you explain C's link? I just unlocked him and have no idea how it works. Link the two biggest damage dealers. It lets you drain their protection and take it for yourself. And it prevents them from getting critical hits while they're linked. So, like let's say you fight against a Rey team. You link the two hero brothers, Finn and Poe. Cut down the damage of the team. And then just sit around waiting to win. For example. All right, let's get in here. Let's get this gas taken care of. All right. We'll link up the Dark Trooper. He'll die. I don't care if he dies. He's just there to take a whole bunch of instances of damage before he dies. Just good mass assist on gas. Done. Done and through. Okay, Mon Mothma here, we said. Although with high tenacity, is that bad? Am I going to resist stuff and end up with CLS just running circles around me? Not a lot of Zetas in here. We're doing it. DL, can you explain mastery? And are the conquest discs that stack it very good? So mastery is about stats that are hidden. I mean, it's dumb in the game. It's so hard to figure out, like, character by character, the list of... Okay, steal his turn meter if we can. Oof. My goodness, we're dying fast over here. All right. Let's get Cassian back. Get blinds on everybody. We'll throw a grenade. Chewbacca's still not dead. He'll be dead now, though. We'll resurrect again. Just get that out of the way. Get Jin back. We're going to do this skill on 3PO and Chewie. Give them a ton of debuffs. Hopefully finish both of them off. All right. CLS. Try to get some banners back here. No, not going to work. 57. So mastery varies by character. And there's this chart whether they're agility characters, strength characters, attackers, tanks, or supports. So agility tanks have different masteries than supports. Masteries work really well for Galactic Legends. A lot of them are based on gaining mastery. So if you have a Galactic Legend in Conquest and you want to try to build mastery faster, those discs can be okay. They usually take too long. Conquest, man, if you can't kill characters in your first couple moves, you probably won't win. Some teams, like Padme team, it can build up over time. But generally the mastery discs, I'm not impressed by them. Because it doesn't consistently give the same thing to various characters. Alright. So here, I hate that we have to do this, but I feel like if we don't just come in with the best stuff we've got and try to beat this team, that we're going to be doomed. You know what? I think what we're going to do, instead of Palpatine, we're going to put in Traya. Going to put in Traya. Because B1 does get assists, right? And every time her ability triggers, the B1's going to lose a stack. So we'll be able to make him lose stacks pretty fast. We've got to get a kickoff on somebody. Do we kick the B1 as well? If you kick Grievous, it doesn't stop him from getting turns, does it? Or does it? Okay. Okay. Oops. Is it this? No. Where is it? Okay, whenever a droid or separatist ally is defeated, he dispels all debuffs, resets ability, cools down, and gains a bonus turn. Does Fracture stop that? It's not a bonus turn. Can't gain buffs, bonus attack, or bonus turn meter. Yeah, it's not bonus turn meter. It's just an extra turn. Fracture stops all TM gains. If you fracture Grievous, you won't get bonus turns. Are you sure about that? I feel like if I fracture Grievous, he still gets bonus turns. All right, we're gonna go in. We're gonna go in heavy. Let's go in. We've got our little pre-taunt tank to soak some hits and die. Don't care. That's gonna happen. Okay. So what we want to do here, I'm gonna do Force Crush and pass the turn, and then kick the Grievous. Okay. We'll do this to try to take turn meter away. We will also isolate. Okay, Merciless Massacre. Get rid of him. Hit. Force Crush. Hit. Trey is about to go down. Okay, B1's assisting, losing stacks. That's good, that's what we want. Let's pay. Let's pay. Okay. That should be it for the B1. Pay over here. Force Crush again. Now the fracture is going to be off. So we've got to do as much damage to him as we can before he just walks over and kills Thrawn, which I feel like is exactly what he's going to do. Okay. Keep stealing turn meter, doing whatever we can to keep Thrawn in fracture. Got it. We got it. Nice. I do it against Jedi Knight Anakin and a Qui-Gon Jinn Ami, and he doesn't take a bonus turn. Okay. He didn't get a bonus turn, so we're good there. All right, with what little scraps we have left, we've got 3 teams to kill, including Night Sisters. Night Sisters probably the toughest team we've got. So let's see. We've got Jedi Knight Revan. We've got some kind of Bo-Katan team and some kind of Empire team. So the Bo-Katan team might actually be like the best characters that we have left. But on the other hand, the Jedi team probably have the most synergy out of what we have left. Okay, what do we have for Empire? So those two. And then garbage. Not a lot of Zetas on the opposing team, so basically Mara Jade has to be fast enough. So let's do a speed check here. 238. And then 30 speed on these ladies. 238. So they can't be over 208. Somebody's going to be over 208, I'm sure. Yeah, 219 on old DACA. The 181. Oof. Oof. So yeah, I think maybe that works against Ewoks, but it's not going to work over here. Let's see how we are on 238. 203 for the Elder. $196. $203. Uh-oh, Paplu, $179. All right, I guess I didn't check Chirpa. Let's check Chirpa. And he's got the Zeta, $197. Okay, so the Empire team should be able to work here, right? And then we'll just get in here and start swinging. Stormtrooper really doesn't have any area effect stuff, right? Gar Saxon and the Super Commando. Tag, you're in. Oh boy. All right, let's see it. JKR, the Night Sisters, EP, the Woks, and then Bo-Katan on Phoenix. Okay. There we go. Take their turn meter. Zappies on everybody. Just a basic, right? Let's see. The physical damage to all enemies. Double damage. No, well, why not? Why not? He's shocked. Yeah, sure. Let's get him. Do this. Mara Jade. Controlling the situation. Boop. Alright. 65 banners with that. With that hot trash. Alright. JKR up here. See what we can do with these Jedi. Plo or Old Ben. Old Ben's a little sturdier. Oof. We gotta get a lot of kills here. Let's do this first. Take it around to Bastila. Then we'll have Revan kill the spirit. And we'll have Revan kill the spirit again. Okay, and then now we can just kill Daka, right? Okay, come on. Get on in there. Alright. Daka. Die. No! Basic. Okay, now, we can't let them get a kill. If they get a kill, we might be doomed. Let's see. Talzin or over here. Let's go over here. Not enough. Okay. So wave it off. We have to whack on zombie whether we like it or not. Okay, let's do this. Then let's send it around to Bindo. Let's use him to kill Talzin. Okay. Zombie. Asajj. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there, boys and girls. Nice. Spirit down. And finish it out. Woo! It's all down to Bo-Katan now. Bo-Katan. Well, and Fleet. We still have to do Fleet yet. Phew! Alright. I don't even know. Should we put more stuff in here? We really can't afford to drop the battle. If we do drop the battle, we have to have something to clean it up. Yeah, if these guys can't do it, then we're done. Let's get in there. Plo and K2. I think that'll just lose us banners at this point. I mean, we've got to be able to get a kill here or get this taken care of. Let's see. Zeb. Let's get Zeb. All right. All right. Throw it in. Spin move. All right. Okay. Let's put this on Bo-Katan. Drop a... Oh, man. He's going to come back to life. He's got the infinity buff on. What's this? Gain defense up, taunt, and tenacity. I don't want that. I don't want any of that. Alright. Armor does, though. Yeah. Well, it's good while it lasted. Alright. Let's get in here on Mr. Jarrus. Chopper. Okay. Yeah. Look at that armorer go. He's stout. Hitting stuff with that hammer. She forged a phoenix right in the face. All right. Good, good, good. 11:56. Now, what do we got in ships? We haven't even scouted ships yet. Oh, we got the Malevolence and the Negotiator. All right, so we got to put the Malevolence against the Negotiator, Negotiator against Malevolence. Oh, man. This is brutal. Okay. And then this, I guess. We have to save Plo for the battle against the Malevolence. Oh, this is good at killing Anakin if we need it. And then we just don't want to run out of ships. So I'm going to throw another ship in there. All right. In we go. You have to clear both to win. Yeah, I know. I know. Ooh. Vulture droid down already. That is a lot of damage. My goodness, that's a lot of damage. Alright, we'll put this on Anakin. Didn't even notice that I hit him. Try a stun over here just for funsies. Get some buzz droids going on. Alright. Ouch. Well, that's all we can do. Okay. So, if we take buffs off of everybody, we reveal Anakin. He still has the unending loyalty, so that's not going to help. So I think we just bring in Spy and try to get a kill right here. That'll work. Get him right down to the last bit. Oh, not groovy. Not groovy at all. Okay, got Anakin out of there. Oh, Sunfac down. Oof, another reinforcement coming in. I've only got one real ship left. Okay, let's get another little ship. Nothing we can do here but use the kill the tank. Alright, don't kill the spy. Okay. What is the best thing we can do here? Cassian's U-Wing, but I don't know if we can kill the Rex in one hit or not. Let's just bring in the soldier and get the tank out of here. See if we can get Rex dead. Okay, they're killing the little guy. That's good for us. That's good for us. All right, get this daze off. Oof. Ahsoka hits so hard. Okay, nothing to do here but hit him. Okay. What do we got for reinforcements? I don't know. We're just going to hit the button. Hit the button. And hope. No. Counterattack? What? Get out of here with your counterattack. If we put this on Ahsoka, then she'll spend the turn removing the debuff. Okay, 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 okay. Who is this? Biggs. If Biggs can get a target lock on somebody, he'll gain taunt. Okay, 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 okay. We got a chance here. Oh. Yeah, all right. Phew. Cassian and Stealth the Soldier. That would have been okay. Yeah, we could have done Cassian and Stealth on the Soldier. That probably would have been a more reliable move. Okay. What to do here? I don't have my 5s. I usually like 5s in this matchup as one of my starting 3. I think we just go in after Sunfac, right? Kill the little Vulture droid if we can, then go after Sunfac. Kill the little guy if we can. This is just going to be a battle of attrition. It's going to be a long battle. It looked shaky at one point. It looked shaky for the whole middle part. And I was hanging on with one ship. One ship. Eek. Alright. Let's just target Sunfac and just blow him up. We're going to target the... No, we can't. Yep, let's just do damage. Okay, let's do this. And this. Not enough. Zoinks. Okay. Bring in Plo, get rid of all these buzz droids. Super annoying. Gotta hit here, gotta hit here. With the buff immunity onto... yeah, we'll go ahead and put unending loyalty up, why not? Alright, now, get off my Rex. Specifically insist. Alright, get rid of Sunfac now. We'll do the alt. It's there, I'm here, we'll get rid of a little ship, at least. Oh, that was still his original ship, so he comes back. Alright, alright, alright. Area effect. Just work on these guys. Let's do this on the tank. Keep him nice and healthy. Do this, shouldn't kill... No, it didn't. The bombs will kill him, though. Better than a reinforcement. That stupid ability on the capital ship. Yeah, I haven't complained about that in a long time, guys, but that ability on the negotiator is just the like it is such a dumb ability. It gives turn meter, it gives valor so that your capital ship gives turn meter. It puts days and calls an assists. It's like that ability is just too much stuff in one ability. So yeah, better than a reinforcement in this case. Full clear, 1471, Dave 2. Time to go out here. Nope. Go back in here. View current round. Dave 2. Send him a message. One of the hardest GACs I've played in a long time. A great account. And a great job playing, man. Alright. I guess I don't know if he's a man. I probably shouldn't say man. Dave 2 might be. Might be anything. Might want to not be called man. All right. Good opponent, though. Good opponent. Good opponent. Good opponent. VS1 Alex says, wow, nice work. One of the most impressive GACs I've seen in a while. It's good. Yeah, it was every resource that I had at my disposal. If I had one more team to beat or dropped one more battle, I would have been down to like gear 8 K2SO and whatnot. So, yeah, there's nothing left in the tank there. All right, let's do some fleet battles for placement here real quick. We can come in here and try to get third place. I'm praying that we get blessed with a ton of things on May 4th. You know, the week where they go crazy is that week around Thanksgiving, like the anniversary of the game or whatever. They just give out tons of stuff then. And my experience has been that the May the 4th stuff isn't usually as generous as that week. But we'll see. We'll get our 3 Clone Wars Chewie shards for sure. That's always nice to get. All right, Buzz Droid removal. Got to be done. All right, so then we need to talk about the subject of the title of the stream here at the midpoint. And this is a question about roster building. And you guys in the chat, I want to hear from you before I start talking about this. A lot of people over on Discord, a lot of people have friends, you know, who play the game, and you have to occasionally give them some advice. How many people have seen a roster that's pretty deep into the game, let's say 3 to 4 million galactic power, and there's just a severe lack of relics? There's not really like, you know, a Darth Revan team or, you know, a CLS team or something like that. People just have collected tons and tons of Gear 12 stuff and things like that. So how many of y'all have seen an account like that? So, oh man, I should have targeted Houndstooth with that. My fault. All right, use this skill because it's broken. Yup. So in my account reviews, I've seen quite a few accounts like that are behind. Because they don't have a whole lot of relic characters, that also then means that they don't have a lot of ships that are at the top end of the power scale. Wow, that was everything. I see them every day trying to recruit, unfortunately, says Zex. I saw one guy with tons of G12s only. Grilling with Grove says, I have a collector account and I love it. All right, well. I mean, I can't fault the person for wanting to collect, but for people who want to play, or who want to win, I should say more specifically. I've got an account like that, says Jamie Hollywood. Most players that started very early in the game then left and came back. Yeah, and if that's the case, I mean, if you got to Gear 12 because that's all that there was in the game at the time, that's different. I've seen 5 million accounts in Carbonite with just a bunch of worthless Zetas and a few relics and just all 85 7-star characters with purple gear. TK says 5.7, no GL, 2 relic characters. Capathon says, that was my roster last year until I started focusing more on farming my ships, unlock the nodes, get Gear 13 stuff. Jamie says, my main account's a collector account. Cardiac Kenobi says, sounds like mine, but mine's only 1.8, and to be fair, I just came back to the game. Yeah, so what I want to talk about then is not just for the early game, but really for the whole game. When I used to do account reviews like on the sheet, there were some standards that I would set for people, and I think we haven't really talked about those standards in a while, so maybe people forget or haven't never heard them. But I always talk about your 2 best teams. And I always say to do well in GAC, you need like a series of things. First, you need your best team, something that you think, whatever they have in Squad Arena, you can beat their best team with your best team, or you got a shot. You need a second team that's almost that good. Something that if you put it on defense, they would have to use their arena team to beat it. So at the top end of your account, you really need these 2 anchors, right? If you don't have them, I like arm wrestling, and I don't know how many of y'all have ever looked at any arm wrestling stuff, but there's a bunch of different moves in arm wrestling. It's a very technical sport. People think that it's just 2 meatheads grabbing onto each other's hands and giving a tug. And at the end of the day, the amount of technical understanding of how to place your hand, what to do with your wrist when back pressure is appropriate, control one way, going into a hook, bringing people back with pronation. There is just a ton of different techniques for how you do that. And if your account doesn't have any top end, that's like being in arm wrestling and not having enough hand strength. The opponent just, top rolls your hand, and once your hand is peeled back like this, you have no power and you just lose. So if you don't have these 2 anchor teams in your account, one to put on defense and one to take on offense, then the opponent just top rolls you, just going to just put you right down. Because most people do that naturally. They say, oh, well, I need a Squad Arena team. And they build, Relic Vader and add in a Relic Thrawn and put in a Relic Brute Alpha and just like Relic 3 or 4 characters. And it may not even be a high synergy team, but their best team is like, something that really would take some effort to beat. And if you don't have something to beat it, then you're stuck, right? Now, going back to the arm wrestling analogy, the second thing that you need, if the match stops, you have to have endurance. So a lot of these guys, they take the initial hit, they get the hand position, they put their opponent down, and they do that 3 or 4 times. They win a match, however many times they have to do it. But guys like Devin Larratt, he's pretty much an expert at trying to stop the match. So Devin's whole game plan is just whatever you're trying to do in that initial few seconds, all I have to do is stop you. Once I stop you from pinning me, then, he starts using technical moves to bleed his opponent out of energy. And if they hold on and continue to try to win, when they go in for the second round, they've already used up so much energy. And Devin is just an expert at it. That's what he does, right? That's the second element of your account, and that's what you call like going wide, right? That's where you've got team after team after team that's good enough to pull something from your opponent. And that's what I've got, for example, on the LoqGAC account. We've got some good top-end teams, and then we've just got this broad base of stuff that's not really that good, but it's just good enough to make the opponent jump. And team after team after team like that, and what you see in a lot of my GACs, the opponents run out of teams. Even opponents at very high galactic power run out of teams because we've got endurance. So I'm going to Heretic says, yeah, Devin said that his typical win lasts like 30 seconds or more. Yeah, exactly. He's one of the few guys that wants the match to go along, right? He wants to bleed you out. I'm at the point where top end isn't good enough and I'm not wide enough. Well, TK, just remember, everybody's going to get to that point, right? Everybody's going to get to the point where that's true by definition. Because if it wasn't true, you would continue to go up. You only stop rising when that becomes true. And in your case, I think you're already high Erodium or Kyber on your account, right, TK? So having an account that's like 4 million galactic power and already in Kyber, you can't expect to climb all the way to Kyber 1 with 1 GL, for example. Yeah. Oh, right. You're in Kyber already. Nice. So let's take a look at the Abticio account, and then I'll show you how that's working currently on this account. And then we're going to talk about the LoqGAC account and how it has worked on that account. All right. So if I look at my squads, if you guys followed the Abticio account, what's the first thing that I did? The very first thing I did was build a single relic character. I just built a Kylo Ren unmasked up to relic. Now, at the point where that's my best team, what am I beating? Well, I'm beating pretty much anybody that doesn't have a relic, right? If you've got an account full of Gear 12 stuff, Gear 11 stuff, you might struggle to beat Kylo unless you have a team that's good enough to beat him. So just with one character, I'm already set the stage where I've got something I can put on defense that the opponent will struggle to beat. So then what do you do next? Well, now, do you want to continue to build that same team, or do you want to do what I call leapfrogging? I've heard other people call pivoting. So you start with one team, then you pivot to another. For example, you could start with building a really big Anakin, Jedi Knight Anakin, put it on a Padme team, build a really big Kenobi, build Ahsoka really big, and then at some point, if you really wanted a Jedi team to work, you could take all three of those characters, pivot them over to a Jedi Knight Revan team, and have something that works differently or better than the Padme team. So there's pivots you can do with the same characters, or you can do what I call leapfrogging, right? So I start out with this just single relic team, and then for a moment, that's my best team. Then we come in here and we build Vader, right? So we build Vader now as our offensive relic, just a single relic on Vader. Put him with Emperor Palpatine. We got to get enough gear on him so he doesn't die right away. So now we've got a relic plus a Gear 11 team. Now that becomes my best team. That's going to be better than just a single relic crew. Then what? Well, we're going to leapfrog again. We're going to go in with the Geos, and we're going to start working on the Geos. Now, at the moment that I'm building the Geos at first, they're not better than Vader. They're not better than crew. But after a while, once I get them up to where I want them to be, in the state that you see them now, this team is almost as good as the Vader team in regards to what it does for GAC. So if the opponent has a Vader, he has to use it right here, pretty much. So now, the crew team's no longer a good defensive team. It's not our best defensive team anymore. We've passed it up. Now we've got the Geos and Vader. Well, Vader's not good enough. That's not going to hold up. That's not going to be our best team, right? So now we build Shaak Ti and the clones. So we start relicking these characters, and we're going to keep going on this team till it's full relic. Okay? Again, leapfrogging what our best team looks like. Once we get these guys up and running, then guess what? We need another team that's going to be at a similar level, right? So I'm not going to relic everything, but we're going to work on these troopers. And we're going to get the troopers to the point where they're going to leapfrog Vader. So then my very best team is going to be the Shaak Ti team. My second best team is going to be the troopers. And I'll keep just one team after another. I'll leapfrog over my prior best team. So I'm constantly keeping that same concept, right? I've got my best team. I've got my best team for defense. And then I've got a broad roster of other stuff. So while I start building these teams up and leapfrogging them, now I'm going to start adding in the Fin Fin Poe team. We'll keep working a little bit on the Mon Mothma team in the background. We'll work on a Padme team. I talked about my Zeta plan for that. So we'll start building up that Padme team, at least as an intermediate team in the background. We've got some Jedi to go with Qui-Gon. So we're kind of building this base of teams in the middle, but we're constantly working on the top end. We're constantly trying to improve the top end. So what people fall prey to is they say, well, I need a functional Empire team. And look, I've only got 2 characters on this team that are really any good. So if I just built, a few more characters to go in the Vader team, then that would be good. And if I built a few more troopers, and if I built a few more, if I just, did some more stuff down here in the Mon Mothma team. But that's not what you want to spend your effort on, right? Your top team is getting the best gear. Right now, I'm relicking the clones. I am putting gear on the clones first, and then second, I'm working on these troopers, right? And I want to work on Fin Poe, but they get leftovers, right? They only get the money and gear that's left over after my 2 main projects. We worked on Mon Mothma. We got this team stabilized at under 60,000 galactic power, and it's good enough. We're not working on it. We're leaving that alone, right? Then we'll work on the Padme team after that. So that's what it is, guys. It's just layer by layer. You can build out your account wider, but when you're building your account wider, you should only be doing that with leftovers, right? You should constantly be improving those 2 top teams that you have, taking a team and making it better. Well, what is there? So if I go into a full clone team and I build up a trooper team, some of these other little teams in the background, then what's going to be better than a full relic trooper team? Clone team, right? Full relic clone team. We're going to get this ready for the CAM mission. Increase 5s to probably relic 7, maybe even relic 8 if we can swing it, right? We're going to invest in this team. Well, if you want that team to be better, then the Shock T needs to be replaced with General Anakin Skywalker. So then we'll undertake that journey and we'll get gas. And then what's better than gas? A galactic legend. So that's it. That's the strategy, guys. Now let's go over to the Loqwitter account, and I can talk you through the same thing over here on the Loqwitter account, right? So we started out, we built Geos on this account. Then we built troopers. The troopers passed up the Geos. And then the troopers stalled out. We built a Padme team. We got the Padme team up and running with just a relic Anakin and some other stuff. Then the trooper team got a surge again when we started relicking characters for C and became our best team. On and on, right? And then we build C, and he becomes our best team. And then if we want to do better than C, we've got to build Kenobi. So we go on the Kenobi journey, and we build a better galactic legend. Once we have Kenobi as our best team and C as our second best team, that's going to last us quite a while, right? We can do roster building. We can expand things out. Your big teams are also going to get you, besides GAC, they're going to win galactic challenges. They're going to get you high wins in galactic challenges. They're going to get you more stuff in Conquest. They're going to get you higher placement in Squad Arena. So, Cardiac Kenobi was asking for this advice, what to do with his account. And when I look at his account, I see what he's looking at. There's a bunch of characters in there. There's a lot of opportunities to work on good teams. But my advice is you don't have those 2 top-end teams. You don't have the team that's going to carry you in Grand Arena, get your Galactic Challenge wins, get your get those wins. And in the case of his account, he's got mostly a Rebel focus that could work. And that way you can build those relic characters. You can build relic characters that are also pilots. So you can build a Rebel team under Akbar, put the Omicron on him, use Mon Mothma for some things, use Akbar for some things. You can trade out the leadership on that squad. That'll give you a home for pilots that you want to relic. And then the CLS team has Han and Chewie for the Millennium Falcon, of course. And, if you don't want to, you don't even have to go for C-3PO early. R2-D2 is so easy to unlock, and he's a good 5th character in the CLS team. He's useful everywhere, so later when you get C-3PO, you can always come back and put C-3PO in there and take R2 for a Galactic Republic team, a Rebel team, a Resistance team. He's everything, right? So you can do CLS, Han, Chewie, Chupio, R2. And by relicking those characters, you get literally one of the best non-GL teams in the game and support fleet. But until you get that, you really can't move on with broadening out the roster and working on all the different tags. You've got to establish that dominance. You gotta get your position set. you gotta have your anchors. So it's a long discussion. I hope it entertains somebody or helps somebody. But let me know if you guys got questions. I'll jump over here and try to catch up on the chat now. The Awesome Island Voyager says he's Chromium 5 with 2.9 galactic power. Was Chromium 3, but life gets in the way. Yeah, sometimes. And it's not bad. I mean, honestly, if I was, let's say, I've even thought about this for my accounts, just intentionally going 2-1. Never going 3-0 for any reason. Just if I get 2 battles, just throw the 3rd battle and go 2-1. Because that way you climb slowly, you can still have more enjoyable wins. You get better crystal income at the end. So, but you can only do that at the end of your rise, right? Like if you can get to a rhodium, you should get to a rhodium. But then once you're in a rhodium and you kind of stall out like a rhodium 3, you could just, stay at a rhodium 3, rhodium 4 in that range and get your 2-1s and just slow it down. With your troopers, why Gideon over range? Preference, or is there a tactical reason? Gideon's insane. Gideon is one of the best single characters in the game. He's just absolutely crazy. He does like 4 different things. So, control the situation, the ability to remove the opponent's turn meter. They lose 100% turn meter. Usually, if you use this correctly, you can get a kill. That'll give your troopers 100% turn meter. So the opponent will be at 0 turn meter. You'll be at 100% turn meter with your troopers. And at that point, you almost can't even mess the troopers up bad enough to lose at that point if you can successfully pull that off. The second thing is this demoralized. Your opponents get minus 50% offense, critical chance, and critical damage at 25%. So you cut their damage in half, reduce the chance that they're going to crit, and if they do crit, reduce the critical damage. This, for most characters, results in something like a 67% decrease in their damage output over time with the reduction in crits and crit damage. It's just nuts. Like, if the opposing team does start getting turns, there's nothing ranged trooper can do that's going to cut the damage by 2/3. So that's the second thing. This armor shred that he has on this skill against certain teams. If you go for the Darth Revan counter at some point, the ability to shred the armor on the Sith Empire trooper tank is massive. The amount of extra damage that you do with that armor shred on is crazy. And then if he does get to it, he's got the area effect skill. Where is it? Is it here? What am I missing? Where does it show up? He's got another skill that area effect dazes everybody. Where is it? Is it in Insight? Subversive Volley. Deal physical damage to all enemies and daze them for 2 turns. So if he stacks up 4 stacks of Insight and gets off the daze on everybody, again, now imagine that you do it, you cut armor, you get a kill, you're doing damage with your troopers, they have 0 turn meter, and then you add a daze on top of it. It's crazy. He's got so many tools in the toolbox. It's so good. And as if all that isn't enough, if you put the Zeta here, it also gives 100% protection up, which is insane. 100% protection up for support allies. Don't choose between Gideon and range. Choose both for the team. Yeah, so if you kick out Stark, you put in. You can easily put. I mean, the ideal team. If you could pick any team for troopers, and you say, I just want to build the best. I just want to build the best trooper team. What does that look like? Veers, Piet, Gideon, range, and dark. That's probably the highest damage team that you could put together for troopers right now. Yep, Veers, Piet, Gideon, range, dark. That's the massive damage team for sure. Yep. But no, I would build in the order of building troopers. Snow Trooper, I like building Snow Trooper because his gear is easy. Like, he's easy to get to gear 12. I like building Gideon because of his toolbox. So range is a hard node farm character and has some inconvenient gear tiers. So I would always build Gideon before I build range. That's just me. Watt instead of range. Never put Watt Tambor in a trooper team. Why would you do that? So anytime any character who is not Empire takes a turn, you lose all your stacks of Emperor's Trap. So the chance that your troopers, drop 10% turn meter somewhere and Watt gets a turn, he would reset all your stacks of Emperor's Trap. So you really don't want any non-Empire characters. Like in raids, though, when I do Rancor raid with this team, Vader is my 5th here instead of Gideon. So I can use Piet, Link Vader, and use him in the team. He is Empire, so he doesn't reset the stacks of the Emperor's Trap. So yeah, you need Empire characters in here. Snow goes on Iden after you get range. Yeah, Snow Trooper with Iden is pretty insane. How high to gear a beginning JKR team? Is Relic 3, Bondo, G12 Yoda, 10 Bastila, and JKR, and Hoda good enough? You need a damage dealer. So having a Relic 3 Bindo is huge, right? That's what gives the team its durability. If they can't kill Bindo, he resurrects everybody. That's like the reset switch, right? So Bindo being relic and being hard to kill is critical for that team. But you have to have one other relic somewhere in there. With the team that you've got listed out, it probably makes the most sense to relic the Revan. That gets him to 20 more speed and gets a lot of damage in the team. But you want somebody at relic level that you can use the Hermit Yoda on. And Bindo ain't it. Bindo does no damage. He's sad in terms of his damage output. So Grandmaster Yoda to relic level. Jedi Knight Revan himself at relic level. It's fine. Just one relic character on the team that you can keep sending across. Mace. If you don't want to commit Yoda, for example, relicking Mace is now very desirable. He's a good character. He's got a taunt-like ability. He's got a capital ship that the endurance isn't the greatest thing in the world, but he does have the endurance. So Mace is now good. He's Galactic Republic, Jedi, Tank, Admiral. He's good. He's a good character to put at relic. So, if you don't have, or if Yoda's committed to something else and you don't want to relic the Revan, just a relic Mace would be great in that team. And he can call other characters to assist and do other things. And having a tank in that team is nice. Having somebody to take the bumps. The way I have my Revan team set up, on my main account, for example, there's no tank in there. And it's a problem sometimes because they just get to kill whoever they want. Even on offense, it's inconvenient. Gideon is best suited with Vader and Amara Jade. Would relicking Yoda be better? It's a GL requirement. Yeah, ideally Yoda. is the relic character. Yeah, you want like Revan, Bindo, Bastila, Hermit, and Grandmaster Yoda. That's what I run. But like swapping out Bastila for Mace, if you don't have Mace committed somewhere else and you put Mace in to that slot with Bastila, the team is better. It's a lot better. So look at that team: Jedi Knight Revan, Mace, Yoda, Hermit Yoda, and Bindo, and then Relic the Yoda along with the Bindo, and you'll be happy with that. It'll do a lot of work for you. DL, should I pivot to JML? Since I'm already relicking the Rebels for fleets, wouldn't it be better to farm for JML? I like that idea, but I want to know your thoughts. Leapfrog it. Start with the CLS team, then build your pilots. Build those two teams that we talked about, either under Akbar or Mon Mothma for the pilots. Build the CLS team. Just start there. While you're doing that, if you want to start grabbing Wampa out of the store, perfect. Grab Hoda out of the store, perfect. That'll set you up that when you're ready for the Jedi Knight Luke, you can go into that. And then once you got Jedi Knight Luke, you can look at Jedi Master Luke. That's a nice little leapfrog, right? It's CLS, build a second Rebel team as your two top teams, then upgrade it to a Jedi Knight Luke team, then upgrade it to a Jedi Master Luke team. That could be exactly what we were talking about. But start with a big commitment to that CLS team. Don't get ants in your pants about building a Galactic Legend yet on your account. First, establish that first good relic team and get your fleet in good shape. Do that, and then go on the JML journey. Sounds good to me. Hey, Stuffed Ninja Kitty says, starting to farm Mara Jade. Who's her best team? Thanks for all the advice, DL. Super chat for $5. Thank you very much, Super Stuffed Ninja Kitty. Really appreciate the super chat. Thank you. So Mara Jade, the way that I'm running Mara Jade right now is, let's say, what is the best team for Mara Jade? Palpatine, Thrawn, Mara Jade. Start there, all right? Make this Thrawn as fast as you can. Get him, mine's at 313, but if you can get him up like 320, because the key to this whole team is like a lot of things. This is a dominance team. You want to go first. If you can go first, you win, right? Potentially. So Thrawn needs to go first. You need to use his skill here to swap turn meter with Mara Jade and let her go first. If the opposing team has counterattacks, they'll kill Mara Jade instantly, right? So the last piece that you need for this is some kind of tank. Shore Trooper works really well in here with a little more commitment than my Shore Trooper. You want a pre-taunt tank. So Shore Trooper, it could be Kylo Ren unmasked. It doesn't matter. Whoever you have that's a good pre-taunt tank, pass the turn meter over. Mara Jade goes. If there's any counterattacks, they're going to go into the tank. That's fine. And then for the last in the slot there, basically an Empire character with debuffs. A lot of people have a Tarkin somewhere that really isn't committed for anything else, so throwing a Tarkin in there. But this is basically a way that you can use a Mara Jade team to save your Vader. If you don't want to save your Vader, then of course this last character here would be the Vader. And if you want like the most ridiculous comp that you can think of, this is it. So if you were willing to commit to this and you had all these characters in good shape, then Piet can link Vader. You can use your ability here, Imperial Ambition, to make Vader a taunt. Now Vader becomes your tank, and he's pretty tanky. He can take some hits, and it gets offense up for 2 turns. So he can supercharge Vader for 2 turns. Then once Vader starts taking his Merciless Massacre turns, he'll get stacks of the Emperor's Trap. So basically, he goes, links Vader, Thrawn goes, gives it to Mara Jade. She starts throwing out damage. He starts throwing out damage. It's a lot of damage. But more than that, I like putting together a Mara Jade team where it saves out Vader to go somewhere else. That for me is ideal, you know. Put the tank in, put the Tarkin in, let Palpatine win the battle for you, let Thrawn win the battle for you. He passes over the turn, you got a fracture right away after that. But having the tank to absorb the counterattacks lets you do a lot more with the team. And committing Thrawn to the team is pretty important. Takes it away from Vader, but again, if you're using Vader for Geos or something like that, you can just throw him in with like a tank or Wat Tambor or nothing and just kill Geos. All right. Only reason I say Gideon is best with Mara Jade, EP, and Vader is because Piet's speed is irrelevant. If you run Gideon, you may as well split the two and run a crazy fast Gideon for Vader, since his speed is low. Yeah, so I see what you're saying, Elliot. You know, somewhere in here, put in Moff Gideon. So Moff Gideon is an even better version of Thrawn. So what I would probably do if I was running the Gideon version, I'd probably run Gideon instead of Thrawn. Because if your Mara Jade is fast enough, you know, let's say she's 280 or something like that, and you drain their turn meter and get 25% of your own back, what does that put her at? Another 70 speed, 350. There's probably not too much stuff that's going to outrun 350. So if she's at 280 and you get off the Gideon ability first, it makes her virtual speed 350. So yeah, you could use Gideon instead of Thrawn. And the Demoralize is pretty fantastic, right? Because you not only kill their turn meter, but you cut their damage way down. So yeah, there you go. Gideon's a good option. Thanks for bringing that up. Cardiac Kenobi's out. All right, see you later, man. What speed is Mara Jade? I mean, my Mara Jade's only gear 8, so her speed is pretty awful. Yeah, 238 on mine. You want Mara Jade to be up, 280, 300 in that range when she's finished. So that gives you a lot more flexibility with Thrawn, with other teams. So it takes some pretty good speed set to get her up that high. 280 is not hard to achieve. Getting her up around 300 is rough. So TK says he needs 40 more MJ shards. Nice. Yeah, TK, you're going for Star Killer, right? Got all the Star Killer stuff going on. Pretty fantastic. All right, let's get into the main account and take a look at this Grand Arena. Get that done. Main account, GAC, 7.1 million galactic power I'm up to now. I got my Lord Vader in the account. Got him to Relic 7 only. Still lacking some of those good materials. I only have 4 Zetas for him. We've got 1 more Zeta in the bank now. I've got to play with him a little bit and see how I feel about this underestimated. So I've gotten him to 60 stacks already in some combats. And making this do 120%, 150% more damage. It seems really good, like, do 2.5x damage instead of 1x damage. But if the skill itself doesn't hit that hard anyway, which this skill hits pretty hard, this skill so far, from what I see, doesn't hit very hard. So, I mean, 2.5 times 1,000 damage isn't worth a Zeta. So I have to experiment with that and see if that Zeta is going to be worth it. Here, If he has 30 or more stacks of underestimated, he deals damage again. And it stacks. Again, I have to play with this and see how quickly that builds up. I think the basic is really going to be worth it. So I may end up with 5 Zetas on him and maybe not doing that Zeta. Have to see how that all works out. Elliot says, not to mention with a Gideon you can outrun every team and don't need the extra 2 Sith tunes to boost Vader's speed, although soloing with Vader's ideal. Gideon can be wasted easily, but with the horrible matchmaking, Gideon is vital. EP Vader Gideon can 3-man basically anything with the speed and damage. Yeah, Gideon, like I said, Gideon's like a Swiss Army knife. He's really good in a lot of ways. All right, so we probably have to put the next Zeta onto Maul. This is the one where, nope, that increases cooldowns. Well, he has 5 stacks, he ignores taunt. So I'll probably have to put this on before I put any more Zetas onto Lord Vader. We're playing around with him. We're working on Wampa next. We're going to relic Wampa. We're going to relic Darth Revan. And then we're just going to kind of stabilize. We're going to do a lot of higher relics in the account. We're going to do a lot of stabilization. So 2 more relics, Wampa, Darth Revan, and then we're just going to lean back into it for a little bit. Probably go on the Kenobi journey eventually, but there's a lot of stuff in here that I want to get to better relic levels. Maybe relic a Sunfac in here while I'm working on it. I keep talking about relicking my Sunfac, so we got to get around to that. All right. TK says Gideon is also a good villain in The Mandalorian. Nice. All right, so round 1, we didn't win. Ally Black Saber came in and shredded our whole zone. So he held up, we didn't. And if you remember, we just ran out of teams. You know, we fight these guys who are higher GP than us. And in this case, I had enough top end. I didn't have enough stamina. So couldn't get through all of his stuff. We're fighting a very sentimental player this time. Likes to think back over the years in AWA Dagobah. He's reclusive, likes to hang out and be sentimental. So I guess he's being sentimental on his own, by himself. Doesn't sound like much fun, but hey, to each their own. Galactic power in ships is 3.4, characters is 4.8. He's got 1.1 million galactic power more than me. What is there to show? All the ships, all the capital ships, characters, all the galactic legends, and all of their requirements. So, you know, nothing to see here. Moving along. Zamucel with the Omicron. 263 speed, so she's not blazing fast. Bunch of health and protection on her. Interesting build. I would definitely make her faster, and I would definitely focus more on offense, everywhere offense. So I did at least put offense primary stats on there, so that's not horrible. So Zam, and we've got Qui-Gon in here somewhere. Where's his Wampa? There's his Wampa, Relic 7, Omicron Wampa. Tons of health. 94,000 on health. So yeah, like 350,000 by the time he's in the in the battle solo. Just tons of stuff. So what do you do? 3 GLs. I guess I've technically got 4 now. One of them's not got a ultimate ability, but 4 GLs versus 6. Alright, so he already full cleared me. And he's got 3 GLs here. This might be a CLS. C. And this SLKR. Let's see if he's got 3 more Galactic Legends parked up top. I haven't even scouted yet. Okay, so no more Galactic Legends parked up top. He does have the Bounty Hunter team here. He's got a Maul team. Annoying Newt team. We can... That's a lot of relics, though, for Mon Mothma. I was going to say we can Mon Mothma this, but with a Relic Spy, Geobrood Alpha... That's a lot of hit points in that team, and a bunch of health and recovery. That is no, sir, I didn't like it. Maybe we have to use Triumvirate here. Maybe we have to use Triumvirate. Use our Lucifer team here. We've had good luck with that. Use Bad Batch or Revan here. CLS beats this team nicely. So maybe we can't CLS here. What do we have? We have SLKR and C. And then we do have our Lord Vader. What does Lord Vader beat with no ult? I mean, maybe we could do the CLS team here and then use Lord Vader against Maul. Use him against this Maul team. Seems logical. Palpatine Vader takes the JML out. What are you talking about? Palpatine Vader takes out JML. How? How do you take out JML with Palpatine Vader? He comes in right away and just throws ability blocks on everybody. So you're not going to get a turn before you're ability blocked. And doing basics on your first turn ain't no fun. Talk to me. How does Palpatine Vader beat Jedi Master Luke? Lord Vader versus Qui-Gon Jinn. We've had good experience using Bad Batch versus Qui-Gon, so probably Bad Batch versus Qui-Gon. Seems like the ticket. I've heard of the Palp Vader Mara Jade Traya counter, but it seems rather finicky. You need Watt too. But haven't we beat this JML team several times before with CLS? If we can beat this with CLS, then why wouldn't we just bring in Commander Luke here? I mean, I'm open to whatever you guys have to offer, but I feel like Commander Luke has been successful for us. We could come in, probably stun the Barriss, see if we can kill her first, and then just work our way through the team, right? Lord Vader makes the Qui-Gon Jinn Ami practically useless. Bad Batch can do something else. Nah, I like Bad Batch against Qui-Gon because the times that I've used it, we've gotten really good banners, and it's been effective. We have to watch out when he's got Kiadi Mundi in there and the speeds go off the hook. But against this team, I feel like Bad Batch just controls it and wins pretty easily. EP Vader MJ better against Rey. I'm just going to use C against Rey. So we'll use CLS here. We'll use C here. And I think I have my SLKR on offense. Yeah, I have my SLKR. So we'll just use SLKR here. We'll have to use Watt with Ray, and then we have to use Armorer with Lord Vader. Right, we'll have to use Watt here. And we'll have to use the Armorer up here. But you really want Watt to clear the ability, all the debuffs. I want Watt in both places. So maybe with Ray, we really have to do the Armorer with Ray. Because the debuffs are less concerning against Ray. I just need the protection back. Was it Bastille lead or JML lead? It's JML lead. The JML's in the lead. You do need Trey in the counter. You don't need DR. I used Gear 12 Treya and Gear 12 Thrawn, and I one-shot the JML. Palp, Vader, Watt. Yeah, I've never done that or practiced it. Not sure how comfortable I am doing stuff that I've never practiced. So, all right, so Palpatine here with the Armorer, and then SLKR up here with Watt. It's inconvenient with Gideon in there. He's going to cut down the damage a bunch and make that battle annoying. But when he removes turn meter, if Thrawn removes turn meter, whatever they do to remove turn meter is going to be given a ton of health and protection to SLKR. So basically, we just have to keep the debuffs down and ramp like crazy. We should win. Okay, we're going to start with the Bad Batch. Start with the Beebs. All right. Bad Batch against Qui-Gon. This has worked for us in the past. Here we go. Okay. Get him debuffed. Get him stunned. And then pass this over to Wrecker. Go in again for the stuns. Qui-Gon. Kill Anakin. Okay, or just let Anakin kill us. Oh, man. Not pretty, but we got through. Okay. Somehow Anakin got off that big hit. Alright, then we'll do CLS here with C-3PO. And we're going to try to kill Barriss first. Alright, let's find CLS. And we just need to manage our hits on him to manage the counterattacks. Shock T is going to be pretty high priority. And then we got to finish it out. Okay. Barriss, see if we can get her out of here right away. Not quite. Let's do the big hit here. Oof! Shock T. Shock T took down CLS in one hit. That's crazy. All right. I don't know if we're going to get through this. That's Shock T. Yikes. Zoinks. All right, so Salmonator, let's talk about this GL counter and see if I can still manage to get through JML without using a Galactic Legend. So talk me through it. What is it that we're doing here? How fast do we have to? I mean, the problem that I see with the counter, what do I do? His first thing, he's just going to throw the ability blocks all over everybody, right? So how do we get around that, or how do we survive that? What's the mechanics? I gotta look at this Shock T because she hit ridiculously hard. Not really crit damage. I guess she just souped up by all the protection on Luke or something with his ability. Zoinks. Yeah. She just one-shot my CLS, though. That was crazy. Non-crit. Just bam. The team controls TM, and basically you can merciless a lot of times. All right, so what all are we using here? What's your? But you said we need Watt in there too. So if we've got all of that stuff, if we've got, we have to have Watt here. We have to have Watt here. We have to have armor here. So we can't afford to have Watt also down here. I can take Lord Vader down here, but I don't know how well a non-alt Lord Vader is going to do against this team. If I got the Bastila killed, that would have been nice. So with Lord Vader, what we can do with Lord Vader is him, Vader, Thrawn, Trooper, or Guard, I mean, and something. Like we can even put, what I've been doing when playing around with is I put crew in there. I don't think I'll need crew up top. I could put crew in here. Mara Jade's too weak. She doesn't really fit in this team anyway that well. I like at least having 2 tanks. Don't know if I should commit Vader here, but he's good, right? So this team, if he had the ult, I'm pretty confident that we're good with this team. But without the ult, his damage just starts to flag. What does your Mara look like? She's complete garbage. She's like gear 9 or something. Yeah, gear 8, 9, whatever that is. She is completely unsuited for the team. But we can do a lot of merciless massacres with Vader. We can tank it up with these guys. Fracture somebody with Thrawn. Who do we fracture? Do we have to fracture JML? Does that help? Or do we have to try to get to somebody else to fracture them? Alright, we're going to try this with Lord Vader. There's nothing for it but to try it. So in we go. Here we go. We're going to try it. We're going to commit the Kylo Ren unmasked. Yikes. Barriss is a big problem, I feel. We'll see. We'll see if I can get enough damage over times and stuff to make this worthwhile. I'm actually going to start with this skill. Alright, now we just got to burn off all of our ability blocks. Wow. They work through that Royal Guard fast. Okay, merciless something. We'll do this on him. We will call Barriss. Get some ability blocks on these Jedi here. Force crush him again. Seems like fun. Alright, we'll do this again. Buff immunity and healing immunity on him. Thrawn down. Alt up. Okay. Some dazes on everybody now. Oh, I needed Maul. Oh my god, why didn't I put Maul in here? I needed Maul. Ah. Such a noob with this character. Yeah, we definitely needed Conquest Maul. Okay, let's go over here to him. Let's try to call out Shakti. Give Luke a hit. Yeah, let's go back over here. Let's try to kill old Ben. Get a taunt up if I can. Now I got a buff immunity on. Oof. Where you going? Nowhere. Yeah. We needed Maul in here badly. Maul would have helped a lot. Or he just would have sat there ability blocked. I mean, they took out Thrawn. They took out my tank super fast. So maybe that really wouldn't have mattered anyway. All right. Ugh. Stuns. Vader's down. Alright. Gotta quit being ability blocked for a second. Yeah. Alright, well, we got him down to 3. I've got an idea for what we can do now. Maybe we can use troopers there. So, this is, I mean, we've lost the GAC already. There's no reason to, let's say, to not experiment anymore because we've already lost. So let's do this with Watt. Get that in there. And then see if we can hold out long enough to get this battle. Alrighty. You need to keep JML ability blocked next time. Oh, at the end there where I was trying to kill old Ben. Yeah, that's Probably smart. I probably should have just kept ability blocking JML instead of trying to work through old Ben. Good point. Alright, we'll get the dazes off. We'll weapon tech on this Hux. Okay. No, SLKR is not demoralized. Interesting. I'm not sure if I paid attention to that before, that demoralized doesn't work on GLs. Alright, try to get a big hit off here. I'm going to do a little ramping, get some crits. Alright, now basically everybody needs to die except SLKR, because otherwise it's just taking up too many animations. Wasting time. Let's just do this. This. Try to kill Thrawn. Okay, we'll target Thrawn. We'll do the ult. Probably instantly just ramp. Okay, now we'll go over here, stab for a stun. Do one more ramp. Oof. Alright. And then we just got to get enough damage to beat him. Should be possible. We got some decent ramping going on already. Ramping outside the ult is not exciting, but it's fine. Clear off those debuffs. This is why Watt is so important for this battle. If you don't keep those debuffs cleared off, then things go badly in a hurry. Okay. Does his Lord Vader also not have the ult? I didn't look. Maybe that was an ultless Vader. I didn't see him ult. So that's probably why. Yeah. No, he's got the ult. He's colored. He's got the gold gold symbol at the bottom. All right, let's do C with the armorer. Mistyped it. For a second there, I was like, wait, what? My armor is gone? Just that. You know, we're experimenting, so let's just do it with 3 characters and go in there and... We don't have to have the 3rd stack. 2 stacks is good enough, right? So we'll take 2 stacks. Just need to check this ability, make sure that I'm not mistaking this. 2 stacks recovers 30% protection. 3rd stack gives the counter chance and can't be critically hit, which is nice. I mean, we do want it, but if we don't get it, we're not going to be greedy. Not going to be greedy. He used ult a couple times. Oh, okay. Vader is such garbage. Vader's not necessarily garbage. He's just... SLKR does pretty well at taking him out. When the opponents have Lord Vader, I just need to start keeping the SLKR on offense. Okay, I said I wasn't going to get greedy. And as soon as the battle starts, the first thing I'm thinking is, yeah, I could probably do this. Let's just take it. Let's not be greedy. Okay. And then we don't really have enough damage anyway, so we don't have to worry about getting her free whirlwinds. She'll get a whirlwind for herself. Oh, now she's going to get another whirlwind. Okay, well, we'll go over here and slice up some armor. Then, you know, armor's going to die. Not much we can do here. Bam. Alright. Let's gain back some protection because we can. Slide on into the ult. I think she's going to whirlwind again. We'll take out these bros. Okay, we're going to link her and the robot. People get mad at me when I call droids robots. They're not robots, they're droids. Robot's a funny word, though. Okay, we got the ult coming up again. Here we go. Take it like a emperor. Good. All right. Clear out the next. Okay. And then we'll link up Holdo. Get 2 instances of recovery from our stacks, which is good. Okay. Just got to get back to full before she gets back to her ult. That's really all we've got to do. Just keep shocking her in her lifeblood here. Okay. Nothing to see here. Ow. That should do it. Oh, Ray's still alive. Come on now. Okay. So, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Now for JML. What are we going to do here? So we've got Padme. And we've got troopers. Who do we think has a better chance of getting through here? Padme or the troopers? Probably Padme. What do you guys think? No Anakin. So it'll be Padme with, you know, some other stuff. We could put R2 in here as well. Try to get an execute off on Luke, on Jedi Knight Luke if we can. Or can we just never get past his taunt? Does he ever lose taunt, or are we just permanently locked behind taunt forever? This or troopers? I kind of like the idea of troopers, right? I mean, do troopers have enough damage to get through this? Should have, right? Just get on in there and just start knocking holes in things. Alright, we're going to do troopers. We're going to try to clean up this JML with troopers. Okay. Well, instant defeat. How does Luke hit that hard? My goodness. He just killed that Veers like it was nothing. Okay, there goes Gideon. Alright, we'll hit Luke, and then we'll try to do the area effect. That's going to get a counterattack, but I got to get a stack back. I gotta try to get a stack back. Oh, he just took the stack away instantly. Okay, alright. Come on, turn meter, guys. Oof. This character. Good lord. Good gravy. Again, just keep experimenting. Alright, we got to find out what might work for the future. I really thought that they could take a hold and get going. This is going to be the same thing. We're just going to get target locked right away. Padme won't be able to do her heal skill because she'll be target locked. So I think, you know, controlling the target lock is really the key to this whole thing. If we can't control the target lock, it's a loss. Yeah, I don't know. Let's hide everybody but the robot. What's the difference between a droid and a robot? It seems like the same thing to me. Oh, it's just the let's see. You gotta do this. It's just like the trademarks and what. Okay, so we do have the taunt gone from him right now. So if we can keep that taunt gone just for a turn, just don't, oh my goodness. That Luke. Oh man. Oh man, come on, stop it. Taunts back up. Everybody's ability blocked. Okay. But we can kill Luke now. Okay. Some small ray of hope now. Just gotta heal back up. Just a little bit of recovery here goes a long way. Ability blocked again. Okay. Get that gone. What does this look like if I assist on old Ben? Get some courage stacks. Send over Ahsoka to use her courage stacks. Alright, hit old Ben. Bang. Alright, let's just get armor shreds going on him. Start preparing ourselves for the someday. Okay, get that. Ability blocked again. Okay, he's down. We got one armor shred on. We got... Oh! Oh! Oh, come on. Need some recovery again now, guys. Need to be not ability blocked just for a second. Jedi Master Luke. All right. Too good, this guy. Too good. Nothing to be done here. If we could have just kept Cat alive one more turn. If they would have made JML canonically, he would just sit down and die. That's funny. All right. Well, what can I do here? What can be done? What is it that can be done? Gear 12 Wampa. What do I have my Omicron on Wampa? As of this, no, didn't apply. Yeah. Gear 12 Wampa against JML. I'd have tried it. I would have tried it. Seems like a good opportunity. All right. What else do we have that does good damage? Maul, maybe? What do we have for Mandalorians? Nothing. Complete garbage. Got a Revan team. We've got we can do I don't even know what we can do, guys. What can we do? JML probably won't be an alt, so should be a little bit easier. I don't even know. Mon Mothma, maybe? Try to just take a lot of turns and nickel and dime him to death. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see if Mon Mothma has enough damage. Probably not. He gets protection back. Yikes. Alright. We'll just take a lot of turns here. See if we can get some... Get the pawn on him. Nope. Resisted. Do the shout. The grenade. There we got the armor break. Armor reduction. Armor down. Whatever you want to call it. Getting some turn meter. Get some turn meter again from Pow Pow. Keep him dazed and keep the armor on him. Armor down. You can almost see that we're doing damage to him. Almost see it. I'm sure he has a skill that's going to recover him to full life and full protection here in just a moment. Got him into the yellow. It's a lot of turns we're taking here, guys. I should put Cara Dune in this team. I should have slipped Cara Dune in here to remove his turn meter. That would have been better. Then we wouldn't have to keep getting lucky with getting turn meter. Alright, there we go. Perseverance. Don't have enough teams to do anything now. Get stopped on the back wall completely. Okay, we got stuff that we could do here. We'll just get through as much of the rest as we can. Alright. Wait. I thought I picked Grievous. Let's do this. And we need some kind of droid in here. There we go. Get a droidica in there. Never know when you might need a droidica. Without a team, he isn't himself. Yeah. Hand wave. Zam, targeted. Roll up into a ball. Okay, let's try to get some exposes over here. Okay, let's take down her expose. Take down her expose again. Wiggle. Killer. Oh. Get it again. No. What? You took off my my rolly thing. Okay, hand wave over here again. Let's control this Boba Fett now. Get him out of here. Give him the stick. You, sir, can have the stick. All right. Gear 12 Droidica's like, I'm good. I'm good. And everybody's like, nah, you're really not. Okay, let's get the... let's just apply the stick back here to Cad Bane. He managed to get back his Bounty Hunter's Resolve or whatever that's called, so gotta start over with the Boba Man. Let's give Grief the stick. Hand wave on Bosk. Get Grief out of here. Okay, now I'll go over to Boba again. Tickle him with the Droidica. So for anybody who's wondering the reason I put Droidica in there, BB-8 gets 8% speed for each droid at the start of combat. I need him to get 2 instances of that to be fast enough to outrun that Zam Wesell. So with the second droid, he gets fast enough to let me go first. You saw that I got to hand wave the Bosk, start the battle off. So that's what the Droidica is for, just to trigger BB-8's skills, make him do a little bit more, go a little bit faster. All right, we got this. Revving up our engine. I don't know what I'm going to use against them all. I've thrown away all my good teams. Don't have clones anymore. Yeah, I can't believe how easily my CLS team got crushed. He just decimated me. Decimate's a funny word, right? The original meaning of decimate, isn't that from the Roman legions? I think decimate in the original context meant that they lost 1/10 of their army. So to get decimated in battle means you lose 1/10 of your military. So it doesn't seem to hold the same kind of context that we think about it in modern terms, right? Decimated is like killed everything. All right, let's get back around to Bindo over here. Shouldn't have done that. Yeah, that was dumb. All right, let's get everybody back. See if we can work on some banner recovery here. We're actually going to take Bindo in here because his basic gives him cooldowns on his skills. This is which we need. Okay. Just keep working this, and then I think next time Bindo will have no... He will have his cooldowns. So we'll just do basics here. Stall it out. Oh, he doesn't have it. Wasn't enough. All right, well, we'll take what we can get. Decimation was a form of Roman military discipline which every 10th man in the group was executed. Decimation was punishment. Oh, so it wasn't about a battle. Oh, okay, so it's not battle, it was their own form of punishment where they killed 1/10 of their guys. That sounds pretty brutal. I guess that does qualify to be quite a nasty thing then, decimation. Ah, I thought it was a battle where they lost 10% of their men. They killed 10% of their own guys. Brutal. All right, how fast are we here? 272. Not so fast. How fast are we here? Not so fast. All right, let's try to Mara Jade something here. Get some Empire guys. Get that. Just throw Empire in here. Oh. Yeah, I don't think she's fast enough, is she? 234. And we don't have something to give her a turn. Yikes. All right. We got to think here. Think. What is it that we can do? Treya? I don't think Treya is going to work against the Maul, is it? If he has the timing set well, it's not gonna work. That team will probably stop me now because I've thrown away so much stuff. If we could Treya this team, maybe we could somehow get the Empire in here. I don't know. Who do we have that can boost turn meter somehow? What do we have that can either take away turn meter or boost it? Iden Versio. But if she's not in the lead, she won't do anything for us, right? So basically, we just got to take our Empire team in here, throw up a prayer, see what happens. Mr. Rice is in the house. Hey. Oof. Marjade's dead. Yep. All right. Palpatine's about dead. And that's it. All right. That GAC's over. We're done. I'm done messing around with it at this point. I've got nothing that can beat the rest of his teams. So that will be all for that. Dust off our hands, clear our throat, move on to Inquisitor Obtesio. Yep. Oh, it's that Maul? I thought it was Darth Maul. Yeah, no, it was real Maul. Yeah, no, with the Mandos. Plenty of stuff. Yeah, so executed. All right, so somebody had requested that on the Obtesio account, at least when we're doing it, we spend a little more time. So let's do that. So we'll go into the current round, take a look at the prior opponent. We played full cleared. If you remember, we had some big teams to beat. So he walked right through my crew. Didn't even try the geos. So he got 2 zones. We got 4 and a win. Okay. My opponent this time is Wag Doha. He's in the guild called John, but it's spelled backwards, so it's Naj. Backwards John. 1,000,000 in chips, 1.7 in characters, 2.86 in total galactic power. Against, what am I, like 1.6? So he's got 1.2 million more galactic power than I do. 107 in fleet, 662 in arena, which means a couple things right away. First thing it means is that he's not very competitive in terms of trying to get his rank up in squad, and fleet. Does have a negotiator at 5 stars, a finalizer at 4 stars. So in general, he's got a huge advantage on us in fleets. Remember, this account is hyperdrive and 15 weeks old. So he's got just a massive advantage in fleet, massive advantage in characters. He's going for the SLKR journey. He did stop off to Relic Mace Windu. Boy, he's got a lot of other stuff, huh? Clone Sergeant randomly for ships, I guess. How does he have so much First Order stuff and then it looks like he's gone over to building Kenobi? It looks like he was building SLKR and then bailed on it and started building Kenobi. Is that what you guys see? Where's SLKR? This is all the stuff. He needs like a veteran smuggler or something. I'm so confused. He either bailed on SLKR or bailed on JMK. Maybe that's it. Maybe he worked on JMK a little bit and then just went straight to SLKR. Anyway, this account's got far more stuff than I can ever hope to compete with. So we just threw down our same defense that we've been doing with the Geos and crew. And we're just going to try to get efficient wins. So he's got Ewoks here with the Zeta. He's got a First Order team under Captain Phasma. And then on the back wall, I imagine he's got something else that's really good. Did he have Finalizer? Yeah, he's got Finalizer at 4 stars. Do you need a 5-star Finalizer? Maybe that's it. Maybe he's just waiting on the last star for his Finalizer. But you can just buy it out of the shop. Like there's no need to wait on the 5th star for the Finalizer. You can just get it to 5 stars with a couple crystals in the shop. So I don't know why that would be a hang-up. If my opponent watches, maybe he doesn't know that. Maybe we'll help him understand how easy it is to get those last few shards that he needs. Go into the... When the Finalizer event is running is the only time you can see it, but when the Finalizer event is running, then there is a pack in the shop where you can just get Finalizer shards for crystals. Okay, so the teams that I have to fight against this opponent, I have clones, Qui-Gon Jinn, Vader, Mon Mothma. I've also got a trooper team, but they're pretty small. So if we look at in terms of squads, we have some kind of Vader squad with Palpatine and some other stuff. We've got this trooper squad, which is basically only a cleanup team at this point. Mon Mothma, which, you know, potentially could take on the Ewoks. And we've got the clones. That's probably right now. This and Vader are our 2 best offensive teams. And then we've got these Jedi here under Qui-Gon. So, in trying to pick the matchup, what we want to do is decide which team to use where. Now this team, even though it's a lot of relics, and it does have some First Order synergy, the Executioner is like the only real threat. So if we were to bring in Vader, for example, we could probably take this team down. If we were to bring in the clones, we could take that team down. I'm not sure if Qui-Gon could do it, but we've got a couple options there. In terms of the Ewoks, they do have the Zeta. Their speed is pretty awful. So Vader could probably work here. Mon Mothma could probably work here. So we have options. The most important thing to do in a matchup like this, the Ewoks we know we can beat. We have to try to efficiently beat this team and see what's on the back wall. So if we look at his roster, the big threat is if he actually has the other good first order team. So he could have Kylo Ren unmasked with Hux and Red Trooper. He could have all that stuff on defense in the next zone back. Now the troopers don't work that well against crew because Rex can't execute him. Vader does work well. All he has to do is just stack up the debuffs and he can execute a Kylo Ren unmasked. So on the chance that the back wall might have the crew team, we're going to take in the Shaak Ti clones against Phasma. Does your opponents have Geos running? If he does, I'd say Vader in case they're on the back wall. I don't remember. I'm more worried about the potential for relics than I am. Okay. If we can kill Phasma first... Ooh, she's pretty tanky. Let's see if we can get through her here, though. Alright. Do Rex. Big assist here. If nothing else, we're getting rid of her turn meter, though, so that'll prevent her from taking a turn. Alright, now let's see. SF TIE Pilot. I do expect they will probably trigger the sacrifice. This Executioner hits really hard. He gains a lot of life back. Yeah, there we triggered the sacrifice. No surprise at all. Zero surprises. Okay, let's go back here for maximum turn meter. Get another turn. Take him out. Let's get the advantage off of here. Kill the officer. And finish it off. Okay, so for anybody who doesn't know, again, with the explanation, Fives has the ability to sacrifice himself. Let's take a look at the character real quick here. Take a look at Fives. Let's go. Clones, where are you? Alright, here we go. So Fives has this ability. This is a really good early game Zeta if you're willing to relic your Fives. When another clone trooper is defeated, they recover 100% health and Fives is defeated instead. So he sacrifices himself, and then with the Zeta, when he dies that way, all the other clone trooper allies gain his max health, protection, speed, and offense. And so basically on the Obtisio account, we've built that in a way where we relict Fives first, and we don't mind if he sacrifices himself. In fact, it's intentional in that team right now that the sacrifice should come in, and that's fine. Then the other troopers go crazy, and you see that as soon as he sacrificed, we took an assist, and we just instantly killed that Executioner once we stole all of his offense. So it's a pretty good little gimmick. All right, we have this team back here. We'll probably use Mon Mothma here just because she's able to resist a lot of the debuffs the way we have it set up, and recover a lot of health and protection. So we could either just murder this team with Vader, but I would rather do that with the Ewoks. So we'll save Vader, we'll go up front, we'll murder Ewoks with Vader, and we won't even really have a use for our Qui-Gon Omicron. We're going to take out T3 first if we can, just because his ability blocks are pretty annoying. Let's get in on Zalbar. Okay, this can clear the taunt, then we can get back over here and finish it. Get blinds on some people. Alright, just got to work on Juhani now. So with this team, just slow and steady, we're just going to keep focus firing on Zalbar till he's dead. He gets taunt when another character gets to, I don't know, below 100% or something like that. So basically you're killing another character, and if you don't kill him in one hit, then Zalbar gets taunt, he gets in the way. So at some point you just got to deal with him. Got to get rid of him. Alright, let's steal her turn meter. If we can, get a stun, that's nice. Love that ability. Alright, and then it looks like we're going to recover all but one banner. I think Big still, or Wedge still needs a banner. Yeah, 64. So, that's pretty good. And again, just because you can, like, we could kill it with the Qui-Gon team, but it's better to kill it with the team that gets you the highest banners. Experienced players will know that, of course, but newer players might not. We can put Piet in this team just to suit Vader up even more. And we'll throw in Dark Trooper just for fun. Moff Gideon to drain their turn meter. These Ewoks don't stand a chance. No Qui-Gon today. I was excited when I got that a few days ago. Oh, you got your Qui-Gon up and running. That's nice. Nice, nice. Alright. Now, the way I like to do this, we just do a Force Crush, and then we'll go around putting basics on everybody. I save my Force Crush. In this case, we're just going to call this out. Complete waste. Complete waste. I could have done that with Vader and Palpatine and nobody else. But okay. Alright, we have Mace Windu, I believe was Relic, wasn't he? Yeah, Relic 3. See, this doesn't make any sense to me, guys. We got a Relic 3 Mace. That's my mace. He's got a Relic 3 Mace, but he's only put level 3 on all these skills. This skill needs to be 4... It needs to be 8 for sure. This skill needs to be 6 or 7 or whatever you can afford. And this skill needs to be 6 to 8. So you can skimp on these other skills if you want to, but these skills for sure. These 3. Gotta invest in the capital ships, guys. Alright, so he's got 3 damage dealers up front. We're going to take in our little team like this. I feel like against this team we will most likely have to bring in our tank. I think they're going to kill the bigs super fast. But let's see how it goes. Maybe he just likes the number 3. Nice. He just puts everything at 3. Relic 3, skill level 3, just 3s. Just some people like 5s, like the character 5s, the number 5s. He, on the other hand, if he was a clone, he'd be 3s. Have to call him 3s. Okay, we can get an assist here. Finish off Anakin. And like I thought, they're going after bigs. We're going to just go ahead and pop some protection back on him, give him the taunt back. Try to make him a threat. Hit the Ahsoka. See if we can get a target lock there. Nope. Taunt's gone, but they'll still go after him because he's got no life. Alright. What to do here, though? Ahsoka's already used up her cleanse. So we can do this. And be pretty annoying with some... Oh. That Ahsoka hits so hard. Okay, stuck behind a taunt. We do have buzz droids on Ahsoka, though. She might succumb to the buzz droids. Let's see. Okay, they're breaking one of the primary rules of fighting against the... yeah, let's get this in. And do this. Alright, Ahsoka's down. We got to taunt back up. It's one of the cardinal rules. Never tickle the TIE silencer. Never tickle the silencer. Damage ramps up, and then you're in trouble. And guess what they did? They tickled the silencer. And he's massive now. Watch this hit. Boom. 124,000. That's not as much as I thought. I thought I was going to get like a 320 out of that. Blah. Here I was fixing to get all excited. Alright, Anakin's in. Let's get some buff immunity on somebody. Didn't work. Alright. Losing our taunt now. Yeah, we lost it. Okay, Silencer's going to die. That's unfortunate. Oh, he's not! Ha 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 ha. Keep him alive. Good. Good, 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 good. Just in time there. Mace, my friend. Why does the TIE silencer ramp up damage? Okay, let's go read the kit. TIE silencer. Passive. Each time the TIE silencer is damaged or damages a target locked enemy, it gains turn meter and 15% offense stacking until the end of the encounter. And there's no limit on this offense stacking. So right in the middle of that combat, they probably hit me 5 or 6 times for some damage, but it wasn't enough to kill me. So let's say they hit me 6 times. That's, what, 90% offense that's stacked up. And each time it stacks, it's stacking on your current number. So I can't do the math that good in my head, but it probably comes out to about 130% offense in total. So yeah, it just stacks like crazy. And I've had my, on my main account, I've had my TIE silencer do like 860,000 damage in one hit. It can ramp up to just obscene amounts. So if you get in there, and let's say you have like a rebel fleet or something like that, and you target the silencer, and you hit the button, and you get a bunch of assists with a bunch of little ships, and you don't kill him, well, if you attacked him like 4 or 5 times with a bunch of assists, you just gave him like 70% damage. You know, never tickle the silencer. Hit it with big hits and kill it. Otherwise, it just becomes more and more and more dangerous. In fact, while you're building the First Order fleet, let's go over to the main account and take a look. One of the tricks that I always do, and I try to point it out when I do it on stream sometimes, the First Order SF TIE has this ability that does damage to all enemies and puts damage over time on all other ships. It puts it on your own ship. So it gives 2 instances of damage over time to your own silencer. So this represents an extra 30% damage that you can give to yourself even if they're not hitting your silencer. So a lot of times, you know, I'll call the assist. In certain circumstances, you need this assist. But as soon as I don't need the assist, I do this, put damage over time on my own silencer, and get it ramping up even more. All right. Mr. Rice says, you learn something new every day. Thanks for the lesson. Hey, Juan Sanchez is in the house, coming in with a super chat. Hey, DL, almost lost my GAC because I attacked a Padme with C-3PO, and I didn't see it had 3PO. Thankfully, I brought Sith Empire team instead of Underdog. Yeah, like with the nest or something? Yeah, Padme with C-3PO is different to fight against. You got to pay attention to that when they got C-3PO. So you did the Sith Empire team instead. That's nice. Good job, man. And thank you very much for the super chat, Juan Sanchez. I really appreciate that. Okay, so that's the whole story for today. Did a couple GACs, talked a lot about early account building, leapfrogging, building your big teams, making sure you keep building those big teams up bigger while you're expanding your roster. Did an account review or two. I guess we did 2 in there. Been a productive day, guys. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. Remember, if you haven't hit that like button already, please slash that on the way out. That helps me. Helps the channel. It's for free. It's fun to do. And also, subscribe if you haven't. Watch more videos like this. You can see when I'm streaming. And, of course, join us over on Discord. Keep talking about the Discord all the time. Got a great group in Discord, and love to see you over there. Link is in the link down below. Ward Point Ranch says, did I miss Subticio? Yes, you did, but you can just go back a little bit, and it'll be no problem. You can watch it. All right. Thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate all of you, and I will see you in the next Holocron.